Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Plebcast. I'm back, guys, after a week of being sick with COVID.
He didn't die.
Yeah, I didn't die, thankfully. Omicron, it's getting everyone nowadays. Slayer might be the next one up.
Oh,
Slayer might be the next one
I
up.
might be next. I might be next. Everyone in my house is sick, but I don't know if they have COVID yet. Like the
Everyone
test
gets
results are not here yet.
everyone gets to
Basically,
have like a duo video with each other. That's what's gonna happen.
I
First
mean,
it was
I mean,
me and
even
Slayer, then
I mean,
TDS
even
and
if I
Slayer. Then it's
to
gonna be
to be
me and
fair,
TDS.
even if I
Ooh.
get it, right,
Yeah.
I probably will be good for next week.
All right, fair enough. I mean, you'll probably heal up by that time if you get
Oh,
if you get sick.
no, because based on if I'm basing on what my family's experiencing, they're experiencing headaches and fever. One of them I have like most of the year because I have sinusitis. So
All right.
Okay.
headaches are a thing, gents. Um,
Speaking of
but
headaches, we're gonna be talking about the LPLs. Anything about that segue? Anyway, I haven't introduced the boys yet. Up there is Slayer, and down there is TDS, and we are back for another episode of the Plebcast. And oh
Yeah.
boy, we have had an interesting week too. LCS has also started
I
their
mean,
lock-in tournament.
interesting week one too. But we couldn't talk about it with you because
Yeah,
She died. Or
because no
almost
because
died.
Corona Chan
Corona
existed.
Chan. Exactly.
Yeah.
Corona Chan is
Corona
just going
Chan.
around throwing out the wholesomeness. Anyway, we have some we got a new segment coming from Slayer. Did you
I
guys
mean, we already did it last week,
we
but we're
did
gonna
it
do it
last
Yeah,
week.
later.
Yeah, we
we
did
did it.
last week, but we're doing it again this week, and that's what we're gonna talk about. But first off, thoughts about week 2, guys. What do you think? Let's start with the LPL. TDS, what you got?
Well, well.
Uh,
On it, TDS, go on.
Yeah, TDS first.
yeah, I
I
hate
want to hear.
LPL. That's it.
Yeah.
I can
Guys, this is coming from the LCK superfan.
Yeah. Don't.
like I have to clarify
I
this
don't
because
have any
obviously there's a
salt
good
here.
chance.
I don't have
But
any
more
salt
than
here, but
so,
yeah.
yeah, no, it's legitimately not so. It's just I like watching the games. I hate having to predict and analyze them. Like
It's a fair
it's
point.
just booming my mind so much. Like, and I knew this before coming in, but it's just amazing how it can still just break me so much
Yeah,
inside.
I kind of wonder how Dagda and Lyric still continue to be sane after.
Lyric's not sane.
Yeah,
Have you not seen Lyric?
Oh yeah, you're right. Lyric is like one of the least sane persons.
but
Lyric is
if
not
it,
sane anymore.
the thing is,
Lyric
if that
basically
is what
went
it
on a
takes,
rant. Lyric basically went on a rant last week because of Corky Victor meta. He
yeah,
hates it.
Who does?
I,
I like it. I'm okay
I
with
will
it.
say this. I want to give credit to Ox. Right? Ox made a brilliant tweet today about
Wait,
Corky.
really? Which one did he say?
So he tweeted about Corky, right?
Yeah.
He said Corky is so balanced that he can do 1 billion damage from 10 miles, like something like that. He basically
Genius.
like it's so bad.
All right.
Like
I thought Ox was gonna say more about Chem Tank, the Chem Dragon from what happened
listen,
today.
listen.
Chemtech Dragon.
Chem Tech
Uh,
Dragon.
like so this is what Ox said. Corky is very balanced and enjoyable to watch in pro play. There's nothing wrong with him doing a billion AoE damage from 3 miles away on such a short cooldown. Yeah.
Listen, there's
Just to
death.
see him.
I also second line. I also love how he has a superpowered version of Rumble's equalizer baked into his kit, but why not? Smiley face.
Listen,
I
guys,
can
death,
agree.
taxes,
I love
and
that.
quirky meta in League of Legends. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. Somehow,
I mean, I gotta give him
always
so much
happens.
credit.
It always
I gotta
happens.
give him so much credit.
Yeah, Ox has been on point as a caster this year. I'm glad he's now a full-time caster for the LPL. He's been doing some good work in the analysis. I really enjoyed this casting earlier too, when I was watching TS and TS versus V5.
B5.
I mean, Ox by the end of the moment was like, "Get me out of here."
Wait, with sense. It makes sense to
No,
me.
because he did three best of threes.
Man, that's
Wait,
I don't know
RNG.
how he's able to do something like that. But at least
Oh,
only one of the series went to 3 games. That was the last one.
yeah.
I mean, if any, well, to be honest, if any of the other ones went to three, Well, RNG might be there, but yeah.
It would have been IG and
RNG
RNG.
was the
It would have been
closest,
them.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah, it
RNG
would
would
have.
have been the closest to getting to that Blue James.
I mean, RNG.
Are we gonna talk? Are we gonna talk about the teams coming into week 2, guys, in the LPL?
Week
Mm,
3, you mean?
yeah, week 3. Like,
Or I mean, talk
Or
about
are you talking week 2? I don't know.
talk about what happened week 2. What do you think about the teams? Who do you think are the top 5 right now?
Top 5.
EVG.
I already made my list.
All right,
EVG.
tell us, Slayer. Give us your list.
Okay, my list is EDG, LNG.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wait, what was the third one I put? I have to wait.
Weabo?
Hold on. I saved it up, so I'm good. I can just pull it up. Uh, you can go on in the meanwhile.
TDS, who do you got?
Uh, for me, it's pretty much EVG and contestable. Like even without Flandre, it's the machine, so
Mhm.
it's working. It's a machine work perfectly. So it's EVG, LNG. I agree. I have it up really in between FPX and Weibo, and then BLG because I'm still not. It's not that I'm.
I will say this FPX dropped a lot for me.
Yeah, they fell down with that with how they played this week, obviously, and I'm being surprised with how bad Gory has been. Like I expected him to not win lanes, but I didn't expect him to be this bad.
To be a
Honestly.
liability.
It's surprising. It's surprising to say the least. So I think that I think that Weibo is pretty much my third at this point.
Okay. That's
Weibo, FPX, and BLG, but BLG not because they are under FPX or anything like that. It's because we've yet to see their actual roster play, first of all,
Mhm.
because it's Uzi who's going to be playing. And even without Uzi, I'm yet
have
not
heard-
100%
I
convinced.
have heard certain rumors that Uzi might not play much this split.
Not
I
much
heard that
this
he
split.
was injured. I saw something that he was injured. So
Well, as a great ADC player once said, guys, spring split doesn't matter.
it is true.
Wait, who was that again? I
It was
forgot.
double. It was double lift.
Double lift.
It was double
Yep.
lift. we said.
Of course, he was double. Of
It's
course,
still,
of
it's
course, he
still
was someone
true.
from the LCS.
No, it was the guy who like spring split doesn't matter. Took spring split off, then took TSM to Worlds in
Yep.
summer. That was the same.
Yeah,
year.
essentially. So he proved his point.
He did prove his point. I mean,
But
listen.
the thing,
Any
I know
team we
that
have
as
double lift
long
is a
as-
winning recipe already in NA.
in NA at least, yeah.
Yeah, in NA.
Like he has since season 5. I think that every team he was he made worlds.
Yeah, he made Worlds or won LCS straight up. So
Or what? Yeah. So
The thing is, he is pretty good.
he is really good. He is really good. All right.
But-
It's just
yeah.
him and a certain someone didn't get along. Him and a certain someone didn't get
And a
along.
certain someone.
Him and a certain someone
Okay,
didn't get
so
along.
right now, my
him
top
and a
five.
certain someone
Okay,
didn't get
so
along.
right now, my
him and a
top
certain
Actually,
someone
okay,
I
so
I
right now,
elaborate
my
on him
top
and a
five,
certain
because
actually
actually,
I
okay.
very close.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Sorry,
Uh,
there was a big audio problem earlier, but I fixed it. All right. Anyway, you were saying Slayer?
So I would like to elaborate. I would like to expand it from a top 5 to a top 6 because I think the 6 are very close. Right?
Yeah.
Depending on
Okay.
how you think about it.
Mhm.
So number 1 for me is obviously number 1 and 2 are obviously EDG LNG because EDG is completely spotless in my opinion. LNG, well, not really that much spotless, but
They're really good. So
But they're
Yeah,
up there, yeah.
but I don't think LNG has played the caliber of teams EDG has played
that's fair.
Yeah.
because I think well it's close, but the thing is EDG's strongest opponent was OMG, which is going to be a playoff team, regardless of
Yeah, and I
how
honestly,
however you shake it, right?
and
And
with OMG, I thought there was going to be much more of a fight, and it was a straight up 2-0, even without Flandre. So
I mean, EDG's on a different.
It's
EDG's on a
the
different.
yeah.
EDG
To me, EDG
steamroller.
To me, there's two teams that are currently on a different planet at the moment. The
Hmm.
question is whether anyone catches them up or if they fall down.
in
One of
the
them's EDG.
world or in the LPL?
In the world.
Okay, in the world.
Two,
Okay,
two of them are on a different planet.
Wait, who's the
Uh,
other one?
Gen G.
Okay,
GG.
fair enough.
Oh, good lord.
Good,
um,
fair enough. Fair enough. We'll
yeah,
talk
so-
more about. We'll elaborate more on that
We'll talk
later.
about.
Yeah,
But
let's go
EDG,
later
EDG is definitely number 1. There's no contest about it. LNG is second
Mhm.
because I think their record speaks for themselves, and if they're not second in anyone's rankings right now, then I think you're living under a rock, gentlemen and ladies, basically. So third, RNG went up for me a fair bit
Mm-hmm.
because at least they got wins. They got 3
Yeah,
wins.
That's a high
that is
standard
true.
there.
No. I mean, they won 3 series, so I can't like really knock them like right down.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth is V5 because I've been impressed with how they're playing,
Okay.
I am also
especially a
impressed with them.
certain someone, which we can get to in the in the segment we're gonna do because
Yeah.
I actually think that like V5's gotten much better, and then 5 and 6, which I think is very nip and tuck, it's BLG and Weibo because
That's fair.
because I am liking what I see from Weibo and I'm liking what I see from BLG. I will throw out one more thing though,
Yeah.
right? It seems that V5 and Weibo are both, you know, are both very fortunate that they were able to get the former IG players. You know why?
Yeah.
Because it's better than they've been expected, especially I think in terms of the Shy.
Mm.
Because I think the Shy has really stepped up.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it
I
was.
think the Shy has realized, okay,
No rookie
Yeah.
anymore. Can't just coast. I have to actually play now.
with the IG players, one thing that this legitimately makes me think about it's in football when a player is not washed up but he is out of form after being so long on a team.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing he can do is a change of scenario. It just helps
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much to boost him up once again, and that's what Rookie and the Shy have been finding in the newer teams that they are playing right now. So I think that it worked out pretty well for them, and we're seeing like I won't say this is the prime the Shy because it's not, it's still not, but it's certainly getting there.
no,
Oh.
according to the Shy, he's 30%.
Yeah, no, that
It's
I
only
agree. Like,
30% of my
that's not
power.
prime-
Listen, if this is
That's not prime the
30%,
Shy.
I don't know what 100 is.
The thing is, that's not prime the Shy. I
Yeah.
don't think like 2018 was close to prime the Shy. I feel like,
No,
and that was his best year.
like
So
I
we'll see
don't
it
think
there.
I don't think Weibo needs prime the Shy. But what the
I
Shy is
agree.
doing, what the Shy is doing for this team is unreal.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's why I have
and
them
now
third. Like,
considering
honestly,
the moment when
they're playing
Sword Art
well.
plays.
Yeah, I'm wondering
Because-
when Sword Art plays for Weibo too.
Because when Sword Art plays, this is like this might change a lot. It's not like On's playing bad. I think On's playing pretty good.
Yeah,
But
he is.
but Sword Art might be a difference maker on this team.
There's a chance though that with Sword Art, maybe he just doesn't come back to the level that he was playing on 2020,
Yeah.
and they just decide to straight up go for run.
No, but here's the thing, right?
That'd be so
Like
sad.
I said about
Suck
Gen
dry
G,
by NA.
like I said about Gen G, like preseason, right? What Peanut brings is not just his play. Peanut brings his charisma, his shot calling, everything in there, right?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be the same.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is that the problem, well, not the problem, but I do agree with that. I think that when the player can play to a decent level, then the other variances that he provides are
Yeah.
much more important. But my worry is that he doesn't play to a decent level. Like he just straight up, it's not at the level that you would want to put him in, and that's kind of my worry with Sword Art. Not that he cannot bring the rest. It's just that if he cannot play at least decently in lane or decently as a support, I just don't think that it's worth to put him over on right now, even with all the other variances that he
Variants.
brings.
Yeah, it might take a while to get back into form for Sword Art.
Yeah,
But-
my concern, like except for EDG and LNG at the moment, like even though LNG, I have one concern is how do they shape up against like better teams? To be fair,
Mhm.
like
Very
the
bad teams, in my
hardest
opinion.
competition LNG has played is RA, and RA almost won that series.
Yep.
Like
RA is still surprising us.
no, RA is legitimately a very strong team.
Yeah.
But considering the fact that LNG's hardest opponent was RA, that puts me in a bit of a question of how strong they are because I can't quite equate it. Whereas
Yeah.
EDG, even though they haven't played like the top of the best of the best,
you can just
their
see.
games
You can
games
just
look like
see
they're
it.
styling on people.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah,
see
that's the
how
thing.
good
Like
they are.
they are not necessarily playing against the toughest of teams, but they are dominating the teams that they should dominate. So
Yeah.
like you can
It's
see the
not
level of
just
play that they can
dominate,
bring.
right? When you take any top and win, and when you take Cho'Gath top and win in a meta where Cho'Gath doesn't work, like what? Like
It's just
it's kind of like EDG is toying with everyone at the moment,
Yeah.
which is
yeah, I can see that.
again very surprising.
Do you guys think the meta kind of? Do you guys think the meta changed from last year, like straight up,
Yes,
in a way
yes.
that
There was a
benefits
change.
EDG more?
I don't think the meta matters for EDG much because it's such a versatile team. Like like their
Yeah.
entire year across their entire journey the last year, they showed that they can play through top side, they can play through bot side, they can play through mid.
Mm.
They can even play through jungle. Like
Yeah, the problem for them will come when one player slumps. That's kind of the moment when some of the problems may arise for them. Not much champion wise or meta wise. It's just directly player wise.
It might take a while
yeah.
before that happens too, because when you're
No,
winning, things are all
I don't
good,
think they
man.
have I don't think they will is because they don't have any
I
pressure
think
on
it.
them.
I think it will happen. I think it will happen because once again, historically speaking, there's always one moment, maybe not in spring, but summer or even at Worlds, when one player just it's a shadow of itself, and it's usually top or jungle. It's much more so than in other positions. So
But
I think it'll eventually be JJ. I
but
honestly, if I'm putting
You're
my
putting money on it
predictions.
if you
Yeah,
bet
if
on it.
I'm putting money on it, I think it'll eventually be Jeje. But as of now, they are just spotless in almost any war.
I honestly think that this EDG team has no pressure on them. Like for them,
Do
this
you
is
think
like
that?
no, this is like the basketball equivalent of the like this is the league equivalent of the Last Dance. If no one knows about Michael Jordan's last year with the Bulls, this feels like that because after this year, probably everyone will go their separate ways.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
true. Yeah, that's probably true as well.
Because I think Mako will retire after this year.
Mm-hmm.
I and then I think like Scout has no reason to stay. Um, like JJ might be the only one that stays. I feel
Scout's
like
contract runs out this year, right?
yeah. So it's like it's like the last time they played together. So basically they can do whatever they want, and pretty much they'll not be dissatisfied with what they achieve
Yeah. Plus,
because
they
they've
already won
already
world.
won one.
They
They
already
yeah.
won.
already won it.
That's also kind of the thing that well, not kind of the thing that I like the most, or one of the things that I do think it's a difference maker for them. It's that unlike any other team previously, it's pretty much or not said, but we kind of can guess what will happen after this year with this team, right? So, like they have a set mind and a set idea on what they need to do this year, and that's it. They just can just concentrate on winning worlds, and after that, it'll all go away. But they can just set themselves some winning words, and that's something that I think no other team previously has done
Yeah.
because no one
No,
was expecting Samsung White
no.
to
The thing
disappear or
is,
anything
what
like
I'll say
that.
is, to sorry for interrupting TDS, but
No problem. It was no
no,
problem anyway.
to add to your point, right?
Yeah.
Every team that we can talk about, right? We can talk about LNG, RNG, BLG,
Mm,
Weibo,
V5.
V5, yeah,
yeah.
No, I mean V5 and Weibo to a lesser extent. TES also to a lesser extent because
to a
I
way lesser extent.
no
Maybe.
because I fit them in the same mold, right? I fit them in
Yeah, yeah.
I put them in the same category. Like LNG, RNG, BLG, they have so much expectations on them because LNG got Doinby. How much more expectations do you want? Like they have so much expectations on the BLG created a super team.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's so much expectations, and RNG got Bin. Like there's so much expectations on them. Like to achieve something. EDG doesn't have anything like that.
Which always
EDG
doesn't
can do
make
whatever
sense,
the
right?
hell they want. Like and
It's
literally, no one will like.
it's
Like
the dumbest thing, but it's like not the thing of others having expectations, but when you're world champion, you typically expect them to have those expectations, right? Like those pressure
Yeah.
points
That
behind. But I think it's well, not. I think
they're
maybe
playing like it's
JG
not
was as
there.
well.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
like
playing it
Genji when they won World Samsung Galaxy in season 7 as well. Like those are like the only two teams in history that I can think of that win Worlds and have no expectations after them. After that,
Yes.
Yeah.
They have
that's
no
so
expectations
random.
on them, and they're
And
basically
EDG
like,
is way better
eh,
than that Samsung.
yeah,
Oh my, yeah, much better.
2017.
Yeah, 2017 Samsung. Like I mean, the only two teams that I can think of that
That is
had no
hard.
expectations
That
after
is
that,
hard.
I think EDG is better. I
No,
think it's
I
EDG is
don't
better.
know because
Did you have
because
Yeah,
expectations for
really don't
Samsung
think.
Galaxy after they won Worlds? Really?
no, I mean there was no expectations on them after winning Worlds, but it's
Yeah,
basically if you're
This-
that's it.
considering EDG from last year and and if you're considering like
Samsung Galaxy from season 7.
Samsung Galaxy,
I
oh
think that
lord,
they are better. That EDG is
I
better.
don't think they're better.
Not only straight up because of players, because I obviously think that bot
Yeah,
lane wise was pretty close. Though, so bot lane no, but mid lane
I
I think Scouty was better than Crown
I mean
or
I mean
in
that's not a
playstyle.
debate, but
Yeah,
on
and
the
I
other
think also
sense,
that EDG adapts better than most teams, so they
yeah.
wouldn't have committed the mistakes that T1 made.
No, but if I were to put it all across their worlds runs, I think like Samsung Galaxy 2017 was a
Wait,
different beast
In that
because
tournament, yeah. In that tournament,
I agree
no,
that it was great, but
I
go. Wait,
do not think for 1 second there has been a better bot lane than Ruler and Core JJ
in all world's history.
uh, in all of
because
Worlds,
Ruler was like stomping everyone.
Yeah, the problem is that I want to argue that, but it's true that
Again,
Samsung
it's hard
Whites
to
it
censor.
wasn't really
Again,
that
it was
Ca-
hard to
ca-
censor meta.
meta.
caveat, it was
It
a
was
Argent
sensor
sensor man.
meta,
Yeah.
but the problem is that realistically, just player wise, like Ruler Core J were really monsters. Like
Yeah,
they still
Ruler and
like
Core
even
JJ
if
were
it
monsters.
was. Even if it was under Adrian Center,
Freaking
they
RNG
gapped
peaked
pretty
at the
much every
wrong.
other bot lane.
RNG
Like they
peaked at the
gapped every
wrong
other
time.
bot lane.
RNG with Uzi peaked at the wrong time.
Like even though
They
how
played against
good
the greatest player ever, so it
even
was bound to happen.
Yeah.
like even though we know how good Mako and
Viper.
Viper.
Mako and Viper are, right? I don't think I could put them over like Imp and Mata as well. Like
Yeah,
that,
I don't put them over. I think they are pretty close. I think they are up there.
I think I think they're pretty close in the best bot lanes ever.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's like those two bot lanes that I mentioned, like Ruler Core JJ and
And
Imp
Mata.
Mata, are like different. Are like they're a different kind.
Do we
Like-
do we change the tune of this
but we
conversation
changed-
if they win
yeah,
again?
we changed the
If-
subject. We changed the subject. I feel like
Yay.
I changed it because it was on me.
I mean,
That
come
was
on.
me.
Let's. I mean, tangents are a thing here anyway.
That's the sort of thing. But coming back to the LPL, right? EDG,
Yeah.
no pressure. LNG, a lot of pressure, right?
BLG,
I didn't play
a
any-
lot
I
of
feel.
pressure.
I feel like LNG has a bit less pressure than BLG though. I think
But I
BLG
will
has the
say
highest
this.
pressure to me.
But I
BLG
will
has-
say this: like I think LNG, we don't know much about them. RNG though, I have concerns with this team, and especially one thing that I thought wouldn't be the case when RNG acquired Bin, I thought RNG was straight up the best team in the LPL, right? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
because they literally plugged their biggest hole with with a big upgrade,
Yeah.
which is Shahu, right? Like Shahu plays anywhere. Shahu's
And
good
he has been
anywhere.
great.
Yeah, Shahu's good anywhere.
Like
But-
we that was expected.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought Bin would be better.
Sorry.
But then
Yeah.
now that I look at Weibo and Weibo giving away Bin, maybe that was the right call because the Shy looks different.
They realized.
Like the Shy is bringing something that Bin didn't bring to that team.
Yeah.
It just feels like that. It just feels like Weibo's different.
Do you guys think that Bin is just kind of a predictable player right now?
I don't think it's about predictable. I think what Bin lacks, I think is ability to turn the tides.
What do you mean by that? Can
If-
you elaborate on that?
If you guys understand what that means.
So
so
like when things are
basically-
going bad.
So well, let's say when you need someone to make the biggest play.
Would it be the colloquial term of clutch factor?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
that makes more sense.
Like because I was thinking and I knew what you were saying, but I knew there was another word for that. So
Yeah.
it, like,
But
just
but
bring
but the thing is,
to mind.
I don't think when they need him the most, he's really
There.
coming. He's like coming on and changing the whole complexion, right? Like
Yeah.
I've seen I've seen most of the top teams in the LPL. Like I've seen their series, and what jumps out to me when I see Weabo is when the Shy just literally turns everyone on their head and just basically wins the fight on his own because he just turned it. He just basically turns onto the opponents.
Yeah, that the
Yeah.
clutch factor is what separates
He
the good
he
carry
like
players from the
like
greatest ones.
yeah, he just snaps into them and makes a play and then just changes the whole team fight. That's just what the Shy does.
Yeah.
And that's been the most interesting thing. Like even in today's series, he just did one play and then snapped they won.
Now,
Like that's it.
literally, it was also against anyone's legends, which we
No,
don't have
he's
any
been
hope.
doing
But
this with
Shy has been
everyone.
doing great. Yeah,
He's been
against
doing with
everyone.
I mean,
everyone at this point.
Ael's not that bad. Come on.
No,
Ael's
no.
not that bad.
I'll not say anything.
No. Hey, they won one series.
They won one series. Let's go.
Again. Like I just put it out
Against the best. No, LGD definitely a premier
against the
opponent.
yeah.
TDS. I have no idea what you're talking about. TDS.
But
Obviously a
but
premier
it's okay.
opponent.
They still have time, right?
At
But
least one.
yeah, they at
But
least won.
Ella's looked good recently. I think they've improved
Well,
from week
Maple's
one at
this
least.
year, so
From week one.
I think there's a good difference with Maple at least. So
six
Yeah.
more
that's a
6
positive
more
thing.
weeks to go whether to see if they completely
There's
improve.
still a chance, right?
Sorry, 7 more weeks. We have 9 weeks in the regular season.
Wait,
I mean.
7?
Yeah,
Ye-
9.
We have 9 weeks in the regular season.
Okay.
The interesting bit is like that's what concerns me about RNG, right? Like I know Shahu can make the big play. It's
Mhm.
just more like Wei's not playing as good as he should be
Mhm.
at times. And then there's Bin who's just kind of coasting, it feels.
Yeah,
And
she's there.
The
it's
sys-
like
Do you think it's just do you think it's the system of RNG not working, or
I
it's just the players?
I think it's definitely some growing pains. It's definitely the new coach coming in. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's like some differences, and they're just trying to find their way. But my concern is when
Yeah.
you're
Find
trying
their
to find
way.
your way
Badumts.
in the LPL, it kind of gets rough. It's not a double round robin, single. So
Yeah, that's also why schedule matters much more in LPL because if you
Yeah.
can, if your growing pains are against the hardest composition first, and then you have the easier time to coast later on, it's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
But
and then
but
the
I
other
but I
sense,
think
it's harder.
yeah. I think compared to RNG, right? RNG like they're still doing well. I think V5 and Weibo have really jumped out, and BLG as well to an
Yeah.
extent, because I think BLG is playing well enough.
Yeah. I agree.
But
I think we've
RNG
yet
is
to
a
see
bit of a
VLG.
concern for me, and as usual, as I expected, FPX like OMG and RA are going to start teetering off a bit because
Yeah.
it kind
Yeah,
of will
they are
happen.
going to feel the lower parts of playoffs. Like that's what we should expect with them.
I do have a question for Miles though.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
What's wrong with WE, my brother?
Oh. A lot of things, man.
Well, but realistically speaking, Miles didn't believe a lot in WE at the
I
start,
have
right?
not. I have no. I don't have much belief. Even though I'm a fan of WE, I don't have much belief in the roster right now as it stands.
Yeah, makes sense.
Honestly, I don't know. Even though BBU is, as I said before, BBU is the same kind of player Breathe was. It's just a bit worse. And if you have that, you have
A
Shanks.
bit worse.
I mean, why is Beishang not playing? What's the deal there?
That's also something I was worried about because Beishang is
But
not
View's
playing.
playing well enough. View's playing
No,
well
yeah,
enough.
he is.
I'm not going to slide View.
It's
Like,
just a disaster right now. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
WE brings it back. I hope WE brings it back. It makes things more interesting when WE.
They
is a
still
good
have
team.
summer. It's okay.
They still have. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. At this point, suddenly people are like, "All right, bring back teacher Ma."
I mean, the interesting bit is
Oh,
Throw the
oh,
Hail
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Mary.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Probably
Yeah, I
not.
don't think we should get that far.
Probably not.
But
And
but it's good to see JDG is making a good run as well, because I think
that
the
is true.
the insertion of hope has added some hope.
Yeah,
Just hope it just breaks up.
the
quick.
last
Hope.
hope of
Just disappears
JDG.
quick.
It's working out. At least for now. We'll see. We'll see
I
if
mean,
they.
I mean, listen. They only beat LGD and FPX.
Namely, they've beaten LGD and FPX, and
I think
even
FPX
in the
is
FPX
decent.
win, it was
Messi.
yeah, it was
I mean,
a way that I would
I mean,
expect from
to
a
be honest,
bottom tier team. I'm not gonna lie.
uh, like, be honest, TDS. FPX is not a top 6 team.
No, for me they are top five just because, or well, not top five because they are like amazingly better than everyone else. I still feel like this team is good enough, and they have a lot of promising. I still feel like Gory's playing so bad that he can turn around, but certainly like they have fallen down in terms of
Yeah.
where I would put them, because I think Weibo has been playing way better. Like
Mm-hmm.
at my
BLG as
detriment and
well.
at
BLG
my
as well, I feel.
they no, I think BLG as well. Like the only thing that I put like in a asterisk for BLG is, like I said previously, like this is not their roster that they are going to run. Like unless Uzi doesn't play anymore, this is not going to be their real roster.
Yeah.
So we still have to see what happens when Uzi
Yeah.
comes out. So that's kind of my caveat with them.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that Weibo has performed better. BLG B5, I'm still a little hesitant on them as well, not because they haven't shown that they are great, and like Photic and PP God, I think bottling wise have been really good. Rookie obviously has been
I,
showing that
I
has
have a
been
different opinion from
rejuvenating.
you. I have a different opinion. I don't think
Do you not
40
like
PP
Photic
God have
PP
been
God?
very good.
I think Photic has been good at least. Like
No,
I think bottling wise they
I
have been
don't think
playing
they've been
well.
very good.
Okay,
Like, I think they have been good, but not very good.
I think they've been one of the better bot lanes.
Again, I don't
At
feel like
least
they've
I
been
think
tested yet.
that's fair. Like I think the same. I feel the same out of the LNG bot lane as well. Like I don't think they have been tested in
I
that
mean,
sense.
considering how bad Shuo played today,
No, that's perfectly that's a point that I'm going to touch
Speaking of
on when we
Messi,
go for top. Yeah, when
please
we go for top, I'll speak a
speaking
little
of
bit on that.
Messi,
But
gents.
I like
Yes.
I think Fodig and PP God have been like I think I would put them in the upper echelon of the bot lanes in the UPL. I feel like because they are really good.
define
I
upper
think that they are
echelon.
really good. I would put them up there.
Top 5.
No, I mean, top 5, top 10, top 8,
Oh, top five. Yeah, top five.
Whoa,
top 5.
that's high praise, man.
I would put
Really?
them top five.
That's high
Top
praise.
Really?
five. Them
Well,
being
well,
five.
I have to think about this. Okay, because I have to really think
Yeah, no,
about it.
I think they are good. Like I legitimately think they are up there. Obviously, it was against Tess, so
I mean, you're
well,
fighting
not only
Jackie though.
against Tess,
You're fighting Jackie
not only
though.
against
That's
Tess,
still a pretty good
but
achievement.
yeah, no, but
Listen,
and Zuo,
listen,
so that's an extra. But
Jackie Love.
I think B5 is up there. No, but I think this is a perfect segue. I wanna defend Jackie Love because I feel like
No,
Zuo
I
has
don't
been
think he's been
so
bad. I don't think he's been bad.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
I think that
No,
obviously
I
he
don't
still
think.
has his in
Yeah.
plays here and there, like his Jackie Love Seal, but I feel like it's just it's impossible to play with how bad Zuo has been. Like it's so hard for
Let's
an AD carry to
listen,
perform
listen,
I will
guys.
also
better
say
when Zuo
another
has been
thing.
so bad.
The one truth
Knight
of
has
bot
regressed.
lane, 99
Knight has
percent,
regressed.
99% of the time in bot lane,
That's
it's
also
a
a
sub
point.
diff.
Yeah, I think it's funny, but I think that's also a thing that I mentioned to Miles before you joined in. I think Knight has not been there yet in the
Mm.
in the split. Like it's not that he has been necessarily bad, but he hasn't been that good either. Like, not what you typically think when you think of Knight. And I was actually just reading the thread after the
Is it the
game of
meta?
Test.
Probably. Is it the meta?
Huh?
Probably.
Yeah,
It
that's what I was
probably like
thinking. That's what I
his
was thinking too.
Corky Victor is probably not the greatest, but even some of the champions that he can perform on, like Zoe, it's one of the champions that I've seen Knight playing better,
I
and
can
that was
hear I can hear lyrics shouting in shouting in the the far distant corner. Like, God give it. I
yeah,
cannot
I know,
forget
but
when he was doing a rant on it. It's so bad. Like,
well,
I think no one likes this mid lane meta. No one.
I like Corky Victor. I just don't like that
Oh
they
my
are
gosh,
so
You
this
like
like
this
Corky
man is
Victor
an
meta?
LCK fan. I
no,
swear to God.
it's not that I like it. But
You
I
like
don't know
Corky
how.
Victor
Like,
meta?
can I
This guy's an
explain
LCK
myself
fan.
here,
This guy's
please?
an LCK
No,
fan.
like
You have to give
that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all if
He
it's
likes
LCK or
Cork.
leg. Like
He
I just
he's
like the thing is I like the champions. I like playing them. So I just don't find that badly watching them in pro play. I just don't. It doesn't affect me that much as most people. Like the same with Azir. I didn't have a problem when it was Corky Azir. Like I like playing the champions, so I just naturally like watching them. But obviously, it's not as flashy. It's not a great. And one thing that I do agree on that I hope it gets changed is that it's the go-to mainstay champions in mid. That's what I want to that I hope it gets
you
changed
want to
because
change
I do want
what?
to see more variety. Huh?
No,
A variety.
he wants to make sure that Victor and
Yeah,
Corky
like
can be
I
chosen,
want
viable, but not like
exactly. I
the.
like watching Victor and Corky getting playtime. I don't like that they are the go-to 100% champions that you want to go for.
Oh, that's
Like
not gonna
that's the
change,
thing
my
that
man. That's not gonna
yeah,
change,
that's
my man.
it. That's the thing. But that's what I would like to change. Like I still want to see Corky and Victor. I just don't like that they are so stupidly go-to champions. Particularly
The Corky
the
and
one thing
Victor.
that I
What do you
hate
expect?
also about Corky, it's the only thing that I can agree that I hate so much about Corky, it's the package. Because I feel like the package is such an
The
oppressive
package
tool
is too
as a mid
strong.
It is
laner.
I
really
agree.
Yeah,
good. It
like
is
a
really
good
good.
mid laner can use the package so oppressively in such a good way that it can change teamfight so much. Like I know we're going to go in to talk about the LCK later, but one play that sticks out to me a lot is the package that Faker did today in the second game
Oh,
against LSB. Like that is such a when you think about it, it looks so dumb, but the way that he used it was so good because it slows the Aphelios, then Aphelios is forced out of the fight. And T1
yeah.
was able to turn it around thanks to that. So that's why I think that's one of the things that I hope they change so much about the Corki. Just to keep on the rant of the Corki, that's the main thing that I think they should change. The
Yeah.
package.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's literally better Rumble ult. Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's
And with the AP build, you
It's
just
better
deal
than
way more
ultimate.
damage
It's better than an
on
ultimate.
such a
Right.
yeah. It's so good.
you can displace people, slow people, plus you divide the team fight up. It's so easy for your team to divide and conquer with the
And
ward.
you get and your Valkyrie resets, so you have a sealed escape too.
Yeah, right needs to
So
fix this.
I mean,
That's not
honestly,
even talking about itemization with
yeah.
Corki. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just,
I mean, honestly, I think we're gonna get into more of a debate with with mid lane meta soon. But I think that's enough for like I think
Corki.
OMG's a good team, but
it's a good.
like
Yeah, they're a good team.
they're a good
They're
Yeah.
team.
making it to playoffs for sure.
Yeah,
They are
but
playoff bound. I
yeah,
can I think we
but
all agree on that.
that's pretty much it for the LPL, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
we have much
like
to
the
talk about.
underwhelming teams are underwhelming. Like that hasn't changed that much.
I
And
think
I think the
LGD
next
and
2 weeks,
TT, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. One thing that I do want to say is that after the new year, the Chinese New Year, I think we're going to see some teams ramping up. Like I
yeah,
think two
we
or three
will.
teams are going
Yeah,
to change a lot after that
We
Chinese
yeah.
New Year.
definitely will. We definitely
Wanna
Yeah.
will.
bet on who are those teams?
Oh, I think Weibo's gonna get much better.
Who
I
do you
think
got,
yeah, I
TDS?
think Weibo. I would take Weibo, B5.
I don't think like I have
I
concerns.
think Weibo, B5, and Billy
I
Billy.
think Weibo is gonna get a lot
BLG.
better. I think RNG is going to get better.
Mm.
I think it's going to be B5, Weibo, and BLG. Not
I,
because anything of Uzi or anything like that, but because I
if
think
I'm
that they are
considering
going to
three,
cement themselves a little bit better.
if I'm saying three, I think it's gonna be Weibo, RNG, and JDG. I
Oh,
think
you take
JDG is gonna
JDG.
get better.
Okay.
I will give it to LNG, OMG, and
I don't know if
B5.
LNG will get like we don't know where LNG stacks up, so it's like it's really hard to say if they're gonna get any better.
Yeah, I'll preemptively predict that they'll get better.
See, this is just a bet to see which one of us gets the most right, right? Like that's it. That's not much about that.
Yeah, I mean,
But
we're always just betting.
Yeah, guys, we're
The
just three
betcast.
people
So-
who want to be right.
Yeah, basically.
exactly. Like that's it. That's a good part.
That's how this
But yeah.
works.
And all right.
Anyways,
so
let's
yeah,
go on to the LCK.
yeah, let's move on to the LCK. Enough about the
Woo.
LPL. I just want to say, I was gonna say that you have the two analysts, and I'm here to form the Reddit opinion. Then I saw Reddit's opinion on Rich, and I was like, all right, never mind.
And
I
I'm
can't be
not
the
right.
Reddit opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Speaking of Reddit opinion, right? Like, I'm so glad Atlas did what he did during the DRX game. He basically said on stream that, you know, Twitch chat. If you go to Reddit, you just go in there and say a simple 2-0, nothing to see here.
Yes. I saw that. I saw
Yes,
that.
Yep.
that did happen, and he's very proud.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
that's it.
Of course. Everyone loves Atlas. Let's be real.
He's
Yeah,
great.
everyone loves
Everyone
Atlas.
loves
Who
Atlas.
hates Atlas, man?
Not many people.
Whoever hates Atlas hates Shit League. That's it.
Atlas one of the least polarizing casters out there. He's just really good at his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to say.
He
All
is.
right, let's go to the LCK.
He's
We have to do our
incredible to watch.
jobs, guys, and analyze the LCK. Now,
Woo.
this week, TDS, it's your time to shine. All right, what do you got
One?
for us?
Top one?
I think. Huh?
Top one? It's a top one league now.
Top one.
Top one.
I don't agree. I think we're still on the I won't say top 3, but certainly clear top 2.
Slayer,
Like,
Slayer,
I feel
slow
like
down
there's
there. We have
not
the
much.
remember TDS is the T1 Hopium.
But realistically, look,
Listen,
know
I will
that- I
say
know
this.
that
T1
Genji
has
has been
played
looking good.
no one yet.
No one hard as hard.
T1's
not yet,
strongest
I do
opponent
agree.
so far has been
bro.
Bro.
I do agree. Like it's not that
Bro.
I disagree necessarily.
I
but
mean,
still,
Bro's pretty
feel like
good,
there's
bro.
yeah, but it's still clear that T1 and Genji are the top. Like it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Even if T1 hasn't played against any tough contenders yet, like T1 Genji are still the top 2. Like I think that's pretty clear, and it shows in the standings. So it's not like it's that surprising. One thing that I do want to say is that the more time this T1 roster gets, just as the Genji, the more they will solidify so many things. Because one thing that I like that they showcased a lot against Sandbox, obviously it's Sandbox, but one thing that I liked a lot was how they play the map. Not necessarily just winning lanes, but playing the map that they did well. So I'm excited to see the continuation of this in one roster, obviously, and I'm super excited for when they play Genji. I think that matchup will be great to watch.
We're gonna
Yeah.
talk more about Genji in a bit. I know you're
I
excited,
mean-
Slayer.
I mean, honestly, I'm not as excited as on T1 because I feel like T1 hasn't played like
The good.
competitive teams except for Bro,
Wait,
and
who have
even
they
Bro
played?
almost beat them.
Don't do free.
Yes.
But
bro.
they get their first test here, so well, their first test no, a real test this week. at
Yeah,
least.
they're fighting Nongshim
No,
next
they're-
on
they're-
Thursday.
I think they're gonna have their hands full with Nongshim and DK.
DK.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna have their hands full.
All right. Any quick opinions
Uh,
on Genji, Slayer?
Oh
Since
man,
you're the
Oh.
Genji. Since TDS is the T1,
Yeah, I'm on
Slayer
the
is the
T1 side.
Genji.
listen. I'm not the Genji hopium dealer or something because anyone who sees Genji is like, holy shit, this. Like everyone like, holy shit, this team. Like
They're
it's,
so enjoyable.
it's like they play a style of league that is not supposed to be in the LCK.
Jen Griffin.
That is
Guys,
not
we're
Genji.
Jen
It's
Griffin.
not Gen G.
It's
yeah.
Gen G's
Griffin
gone.
G. It's Griffin
I
G
love
now,
it.
boys. We're bringing it back. We're
Like-
rolling
like
back
this
the
Genji
years.
is making me this Genji is making me want to be a Genji fan, legitimately. Like that's how much I've enjoyed watching them play.
Yeah, guys, it's completely different now. Take our word for it. Watch a Genji game, you'll see.
It's like it's not just the style, right? It's the fact that every single one of them could be the best player on a given day.
Yep.
It's unreal. Like
I feel like each of
like you
them can
talk
do their
Peanut,
job
you
perfectly
talk
well.
Doran, you talk Chovy, Lehens, Ruler, name it. Like anyone could pop off at any point, and you're like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's somewhat like EDG from last year. Somewhat like that. It's like, who are you supposed to attack? Flandre? He's the weakest player? Well, until he stomps Khan.
Flandre.
I mean, until he stomps Khan, right?
That's such a good That's such a good. Who are you, Flandre? The one that doesn't die?
I
Yeah.
mean, if that's your point of attack, things are kind of
Yeah,
screwed,
that-
right? Like,
like,
that's,
yeah.
Wait.
Attack
Okay, so the
Flandre,
best
definitely.
person to attack is Flandre. No? Oh, he doesn't die, right. Let's target
Yeah.
Giger, right? Oh, he's not going to do risky plays. Oh, wait, let's target Scout. He's the
No.
most consistent
Just
player
no.
ever. Like,
Yep.
oh, bot lane. Oh, you want to die instead? Is that it? Like, that's what
Yeah,
Gen G
like
feels like. Because
it's so
what?
good
You
watching
you're
them.
gonna attack Doran? Oh, wait till Ruler bites your head off. Or are you gonna attack Chovy? Well,
It's
sidelines are
Chovy.
gonna kill you.
It's Chovy.
Like, and
I
even
mean, what are you
with
supposed to
Chovy,
do?
and with Chovy, you kill him, he's still 30 CS ahead of you.
Exactly. It's not like the kill made a difference.
Yeah.
So it's super enjoyable.
We'll talk a
I
bit more
love
about.
I just change so
Yeah,
much.
we're gonna talk a bit more about Genji later when we get to our new segment. But any other opinions about the rest of the people in standing? Let's go for the top five right now.
Honestly, as I said last time, I think Bro is impressive, but again, they had one of the toughest
The
weeks to
harshest
have.
schedules,
Like
I feel like.
DK and Genji.
Yeah,
Like,
but
can it get any worse?
They play. I think they played the three teams we expected to be top three immediately in continuation. It was T1, DK, Genji,
And they
or no,
almost beat
T1, Genji,
T1.
DK.
They almost
Yeah,
beat T1.
for any
and
bro
DK
fans out
as
there,
well.
it's going up. The stocks will rise from here.
I mean, I mean, at one point I thought Bro's gonna be last, and I said this last week as well.
Yeah.
I
But
just
Bro's
put
not last.
I just
Same
put
Bro's
the
here,
definitely not gonna be
prediction.
last.
I just thought bro would beat DK for the meme, but
I
apparently,
thought Bro would
No,
beat
Isn't
DK for
it's
the
so
meme as
bro.
well, but it turns out that was Longship.
yeah.
Who
I
knew?
know.
Who
The
knew?
thing is, bro is so bro that when Damwon is good, they beat them. But when Damwon is not that good, they don't. That's the bro thing.
Speaking of damn one, yeah, number four in the standings right now. Do you think they're a bit more
Fine.
messy as a team compared to
They
what
need
they were
time.
before?
Yes,
need
or
time.
perfect.
So
Perfect.
as we all knew, right?
Yeah.
When Beryl left the team and when Ghost also left the team, they lost their voices. They're not a very
Yeah.
talkative team. Like Canyon barely speaks.
Yeah, as Jam said, shout out to you, Jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canyon barely speaks, and
Yeah.
they probably have a new identity going in there. Someone has to do the shot calling for them now. It's a different outlook for them.
Mhm.
They can't play to topside anymore. Topside is basically Hoya. Yes, the top laner that Bro dumped is now
Or
DK's top
Brutal.
laner.
Or Brutal.
Right?
They still riff-rapping with who they put on the top lane. I
I
feel
mean,
like it's not a.
I don't think it changes anything.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I don't think it's necessarily just a top lane issue because it really doesn't change much who you put up there. The problem is like you're saying, the way that they are playing the game, it's not the damn one of all. It's not the damn one that we have seen previously.
Yeah, it's
Obviously,
completely
Ghost and
opposite.
Beryl are no longer
They
there.
change it.
And what I've realized it's that they are going to face a growing pains phase much harsher than probably any other LCK team has
Yeah.
to. I feel like, and that's because they were so successful with what they did. Then trying to find a new or at least a new way of playing will probably be so hard for them. Like I
Who-
feel like that's going to be so hard for them.
like
I
who is going to
honestly
take
think
responsibility in that one?
no. I think if Damwon has to be the best team in the LCK, it has to be the bot. Like Dogdam and Kellen has to be the best bot lane. Has to be.
Yeah.
It's like right now, like you have Ruler Lehens,
Mhm.
then you have, of course, you have
Gumayusi.
Guma Keria,
Yeah, Guman
then Guman Keria, Different Barrel is starting to click,
Mm.
and it's like, and so you're getting these bunch of bot lanes, and in the LCK, the bot lane is always stacked. It's like DK is kind of in a problematic situation if their top lane situation never improves. Because guess what the other teams have? Well,
They
for
have good
Gen
top
G, they have
laners.
Doran. They have Doran. He can do whatever he wants. It's kind of rough for DK considering where they are, right? Because their strengths can be matched by other teams' strengths, while the other teams have better players on like that can match them or probably overexceed them in like top lane, which is basically the problem.
Mm.
Yeah. And just by the way, even if I think that even if they get, let's say, Nuguri after his rest, I
he's
I
gonna
still
return
think
this
that.
year.
Yeah, no, I mean, even if they get it, which I'm not expecting, but even if they get it, like, I don't think that it solves the overarching problem that Damwon has. So
No,
it's
because
not
if they get
just that they
Nagari,
need to build themselves up.
if they get Nugget, it'll be a different problem because now all of a sudden
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
asking Dogdam and Kellen to play weak side,
Yeah.
which
They,
is
they
which
need
is
they need
which
to
is
to
again
be
a bigger
to fix
problem.
their overarching problem. It's
Yeah.
not just a band-aid solution of changing for a better top laner. It's not just that. They need to fix an actual problem, and that's why I think that spring is going to be the harshest for them. I think come summer they will have
They'll
figured
have to
out
make
something.
either that or they'll make a
Not
change.
not a change. Well, a change. If they don't fix something, they have to make a change. But I think that they'll fix something up. I think that
Yeah.
they are not going to
Yeah.
stay
The
quiet with
question
something
is
so obvious.
the question is by that time how much better does Genji? Because Genji
The thing
always
is,
Genji
yeah,
already looks scary and they're not probably at their peak.
They're definitely
and
not their peak. They just started.
I just wanna, and this may sound obviously like copying, but let's be real. Like Genji is not only Genji, but T1 as well. It's bound to improve. Nongshim as
No,
well.
T1's going to
Like
No,
improve.
yeah,
Yeah.
T1
that's the thing.
definitely.
I
Like
mean,
other
obviously.
teams are going to look stronger and stronger the longer the year goes because of
Yeah.
just playing more together. So if that one doesn't put themselves up in a good spot, they may just be middle of the pack having Showmaker and Canyon
I'm
and
telling
one of
you
Yeah.
and
guys,
Dugdam Killing.
they're
So
missing
it's
out. They're
hard.
gonna miss out on playoffs. Let's go. My prediction.
If
I don't
they
think they're going to miss on playoffs. There's no way.
it's a 10-team league with 6 spots for playoffs. If they miss out on playoffs, like that would be
I will.
That'll be rough.
I will be an
Yeah.
actual prophet if they do miss out on playoffs.
I mean, other than that, every other team is. I feel like they're on the same level as I expected. Like Nongshim for sure is third, but Nongshim has played uh Sandbox
They did play DK.
and they played KT.
they
They did beat DK.
yeah
So
they did beat
I
TK,
mean, they
but
beat
yeah
DK,
that confirms the
but
third. That confirms that they're third place. Definitely.
yeah
I mean that confirms the third. But really, it's like it's not very impressive considering the schedule they had. Like DK has had a worse schedule. DK has to play. DK played Genji.
yeah.
That's true.
Like no one wants to play Genji at the moment. Like no one. Like
Yeah, that
it
is
was kind of scared of
certainly not
Genji.
fun for any team. I would assume, except T1 maybe, but apart
Maybe
from
T1
that's
will want to
certainly
play
a team
Genji.
that no one wants to play. No, like, not even T1. Like even if you're a good team, you don't want to play against another good team. Like
I mean, to be fair,
too tiring.
maybe DK versus Genji kind of drained DK and they just dropped the ball against. Could just be the one-off. DK always
One
has
thing
these
that I
one-off
do,
games.
yeah, but one thing that I do want to mention with Nongshim is that Dread has looked better. Like I think that that's something positive for them because we had the
No one's
Dread
targeting
timer
the
thing.
timer yet.
Yeah, we had the Dread timer thing, so hopefully, like he has looked better. And also, he was playing with Fly, and the change to BDD certainly does help quite a lot. I
Yeah.
feel like that difference in mid laner actually it's super
I want to give a
helpful.
bit of credit to Hanwha as well because I feel like
Yeah,
Hanwha's
I
kind of
also wanted to
sticking
point
it.
it out.
Hanwha's kind of kind of holding on, and like they won that one game against Genji because of Vista. Vista on Rakan is like a different. He's like a different player.
It's a different best overall.
No, it's a different player. It's like someone else is playing for him now. It's
It was
Crazy
good
support
for them.
players in Rakan. It's just
I mean, listen,
that's just
there
how
can
it
be
goes.
no one more crazier than Lehens in the LCK. For one man who pulls out Singe support, you bet he has more of these sneaky
I mean,
tricks up his sleeve.
in every league,
Yeah.
there's that one insane support. In LEC, there's Hilasang.
Oh,
In
Hilly.
in LCK, there's
There's
I mean, no, it's
There's a
Hilly,
Hen.
but it's Hilly, but yeah,
No,
but
the
Hilly's not
absolutely
really
insane.
crazy.
What do you mean
Hilly
he's not
just
really
does-
crazy?
No, Hilly does crazy engages. Hilly's not crazy with his champion pick.
No, I mean there's still one support that's insane. I still count Hilasang as that one insane support.
is
The way he
Targam as
plays.
the insane support for pulling out the
I mean,
Syra?
Targamas is trying to be that. He's not having much success though.
That's true. But well, actually, before we move on to because we're close to finishing the LCK, but, like
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
do
move
want to
to
give,
LCK.
and we were talking about support. I do want to say that Peter, it was an improvement over effort so much in Nongshim. Like him and Ghost on bot lane looks so much better than Ghost on effort. Like that support change that they did after the first series really helped bump up Nongshim, and I think that certainly setting up for a good future for Peter for the support position for Nongshim. I feel
Hmm.
like that was a good change that I like. And also, before we move on as well, I want to give credit to KT because KT, it's actually a team that is growing on me. I've liked how they've
I
gone
agree.
for some plays. They lost the last game. I don't see the last series against Nongshim, but I really loved watching that game one from them. Like it was so enjoyable. The flanks from Rascal, the way that they play around with the Lee Sin top, I'm really enjoying watching KT, and I think that it's a team that I feel like may squeak themselves into playoffs if this
Yeah,
continues.
yeah. I think I want my biggest credit will for now will go to Morgan.
Okay,
Morgan's different.
I agree.
Like everyone
Eh,
thought Morgan going to Fred it Freon. Like, oh, this is gonna be a disaster. Well, Morgan's turning out to be a different player all of a sudden. Huh? Who would have thought?
yeah. See, it's reinventing yourself in another team. It just happens when you have
Yeah.
a new environment. It just works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Ambition from back then. If you guys wanted history
Hey
lesson,
man, Ambition's one was a fairy tale. It
that
it's,
that
no one
yeah
can pull that off anymore.
yeah that was Ambition story, one of the most fairy tale things to ever happen in League of
The
Legends.
Right,
closest
there's a
was
song
Earthling.
after him.
The Ambition's arc was insane, absolutely
No,
insane anime
yeah,
arc.
Ambition's
Yeah,
arc was
there's a
insane,
song for
and
him.
he had a song on him. He
Like, don't get me wrong. I hate
he
I
was the
hate
protagonist of a
the fact
song.
that happened, but it was great.
It was
He's
really
the
good.
protagonist of a song, probably the best song League has ever made.
Yeah,
Yep.
honestly. All right, we're gonna move from LCK. That's enough about
Woo.
Korea. We're gonna move on to our third favorite league, Europe.
Is it our third
Is it third
favorite?
favorite?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I have no idea,
I
I
honestly.
think
just
it'll
know
be
it's
tied for
there.
second.
It's
I think
just
it'll
the
be tied
third
for
one.
second.
It's just the third one that we always go to.
I mean, to be honest, it's like historically, LCK and LEC, LCK and LPL have always been better. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's just that
but I
one
think,
time
but
in
but I think
2019. Then they
what
flopped.
that
They screwed it up in the
yeah
end.
yeah but I think what the LEC currently is basically we kind of expected this from Fnatic. They're the best team overall,
What
right?
about Rogue?
I mean, Rogue is a bit of a surprise, but again, given Rogue's previous track records in regular season, not that surprising, right?
Yeah,
Right?
it was a miscalculation from me thinking that
It's
Rogue
a
regular season
it's a
wasn't going
miscalculation
to.
on our part,
Mm-hmm.
definitely for me
Yeah,
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
From all of us, I
but
guess. None of us
yeah,
expected much from Rogue.
but
but
I
Fnatic
think
is the better team. I feel like.
yeah, but I think Rogue is currently taking advantage of the fact that the teams are kind of finding their like some teams are still trying to find their own. I think they're just taking advantage of that.
Hmm, that's fair.
It's like so we're in this situation where uh Rogue is basically beating teams that are kind of either struggling or haven't exactly found their formula to win yet, right?
Also, it's best of ones.
It's
Yeah.
best of ones.
Something,
Yeah, but
something you have to keep in mind.
and that's what beneficiates Rogue a lot. I feel like they are certainly much more so of a BO1 team than a a BO
3.
something team.
BO
Yeah,
something. BO
like
3,
I
BO
feel
2.
like they will be exploitable the longer the season goes. Although to give credit to them, I think that they are certainly looking like a top 3, top 2 team. Like they
Yeah.
are playing well. Like it's not only the fact that have done this previously, but they have shown good things. I think that Malrank has been a really good looking jungler in the LEC. I feel like Larsen
Mhm.
obviously has been playing well, Leon as well, and the bot
Miles,
lane has been a good surprise as well.
Yeah.
I'll restart my webcam for a sec. It's causing a bit of issue.
All right.
One sec.
All right.
Rocky.
Some technical issues, guys, but we will be
No,
back.
but I'm still here.
Yeah, it's just fixing the camera. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that
I'll just wait
Comban
for the new one.
Trimby, Comban Trimby have been a good bot lane overall. Like,
Yeah.
obviously we knew that Comp wasn't bad. Like he wasn't necessarily bad,
Comp
but
is
he
not bad.
hadn't had enough time to show himself. And I
Yes.
feel like with Trimby, he has been doing really well. Obviously, Trimby has improved a lot thanks to being with Hans Sama. So I feel like they are showcasing being one of the better bot lanes in the leg as well.
That's fair. Did you send me the new cam yet?
Yes. One sec. So yeah, like I think definitely Rogue has been better, but again, as I said, I think they're taking advantage of the fact that there are many teams that are kind of struggling.
Speaking of
To be fair,
struggling, you guys want to talk about Vitality?
Are they
I don't
struggling
think
though?
I think
Because
Vitality has bounced back as
yeah,
expected.
All right,
but
fair
well,
enough.
I think we both expected a one week because we thought that they were going to beat BDS but not G2. But I
Yeah.
feel like that G2 game was even better than the Vitality than the BDS one
Hmm.
because their decisiveness in that game as a team was better. Like Selve jumped in and everyone was ready to jump in. I
Mm.
feel like that is a really good promising factor to going forward into the coming weeks. I feel like obviously this week they probably watching the schedule they have
Hmm.
a chance of going 1-1. I feel like they can beat Rogue, and I feel like if they are content in their first victory this week, they can probably 2-0 as well.
Yeah, they probably
Yeah.
can.
Miles, I just sent it to you.
All
So
right, excellent. I'm just going to copy.
okay. So I, I think Vitality, as usual, is going to improve. I think it was a complete overreaction that they're just going to be failing. You know what I mean,
I
right?
think
Yeah.
I think it was you who said that they couldn't practice, right? Like they had problems practicing, if I'm not wrong.
They had some COVID issues. Yes.
I think
Yeah,
almost
I
every
think
team in
last
Europe
week you were
has.
the
I think almost
Yeah, but
every
I
team in
remember. I
Europe had.
think last week Slayer actually told me when we were doing the program. Slayer told me that, so it certainly showcased that now that they have been able to practice a little bit more, they have been able to play more as a team, and it's showing. It's better. Also,
So
Perks looks different than the first week.
I'm still not convinced with how Perks played. I think Perks only played the one good game against G2. Again, I'm not
I
convinced.
think
he
his
just
quirky
got
was serviceable.
he just
Obviously,
got buffed
he like
fighting against
he
G2,
got
obviously.
he got
Yeah.
two leads, two CS leads in both games. So I feel like he has been at least improving in that area, and I feel like it's just upward from here. Like I have to bank on Burrs. Like I think he's still one of the better players to
I
watch
mean,
out, and he will
I mean,
perform when he needs.
you are the Perks fan.
I am a Perks fan, but I feel like it's
I am also a
not
Perks
fair
fan.
with
I'm gonna have
Perks
to agree with TDS here.
Oh,
to
come
not
on.
give him the leeway of the first week or the first few weeks. I feel like.
Honestly, I think Perks deserves a lot more leeway than what a lot of fans
I
would
mean,
give
I
him.
call it like I see it. Sorry.
He'll get
No,
better.
like
He'll get
it's fair.
better.
I think
Like,
it's
No,
fair
I
because
have
he
no
performed
doubt he
bad in the
will.
first week.
I believe he will as well. Right? But it's just right now, no.
Yeah, I think it'll take time, but I'm glad with the change that Vitality showed, and I feel like they just need to keep on practicing, keep on trying. I feel like they probably like, and this is obviously way too early to call out, but I feel like Fnatic is probably too much of a task for them right now.
mhm.
But I feel like
Eventually,
yeah, I feel like they can be top three, like
if it,
top three by the end of the season. By the end of the split, I feel like that's a
well,
sizable
well,
objective for
TDS
them.
they better be. Otherwise, it's a bit of failure of a super team if they don't make it top three.
They're
Yeah.
a
like at least,
this random team.
at least they have to make it top three. Otherwise, it's a failure of the, a complete
Top
failure
team.
of the team. But all right, what other stuff we talk about? Do we talk about Fnatic?
So, I don't think we need to talk much of Fnatic, but even though they are not
Guys,
exactly at their
yeah.
at their peak, but
Guys,
yeah.
Fnatic are good. All right, moving on. Next.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
go. G2.
thumbs up for Fnatic.
G2. What are you guys' thoughts on G2?
I
I
think
am not
50
impressed
50
with
on
G2
them.
at all. I am not
Yeah,
impressed with them at all.
50-50 on them. Like I've liked some things, but I've disliked something as well. Like it's just
I will say this. I am more impressed with Matt so far than G2.
yeah.
I
Like
mean,
I'm on the same boat. Like
I'd have to agree
I'm
with
a
that.
G2 is there and they are still trying to find themselves. Obviously, I think that the pieces that we expected from are there, like Jankos and Caps, haven't necessarily disappeared, but the new additions just seem yet to yet they seem to leave things yet to be desired, and that's kind of my point away from them, and why I'm on the boat with Slayer on Matt because I'm honestly super impressed, and I'm actually becoming a fan of Unforgiven. Like I watching him play, it's great.
I also like his name, man.
He has a really good name,
Definitely a good name. It's completely capitalized,
he's
just
a
like Forgiven too. From
I really like the thing is if he plays like Forgiven did when he jumped into EU when it was a ULCS, like he's doing so well. He's playing so well. He's getting leads out of thin air in sometimes, and he's synergizing really well with what Matt is trying to achieve. Like obviously the scoreline doesn't show. I feel like how well Unforgiven has been playing.
Yeah.
and we can look at the stats if you want.
And I honestly think that Unforgiven, like Reeker, I'm still kind of iffy with Reeker, but Unforgiven is buying me completely. Like I feel like he's on route to being he this is his first split, right? The rookie of the split, or rookie of the rookie of the split.
Yeah, he is a complete rookie right now.
Like for me, he's on route
Yes.
to getting that. He's playing so well.
All right, that's fair. Wait,
He is.
let me check. Let me see if I can get LEC.
So here's the thing, right? Like my only concern with I think Mad needs a bit more time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Reeker needs a bit more time. He's trying to find his place in this team and he's trying to figure out how, everything kind of fits in and basically and they're trying to get this new system, but like the game against Astralis gave me because Armut was the carry in that game. Like
Yep.
and I feel like Matt can start playing more around their side lanes as opposed to their mid lane because at this point mid lane is just Victor Cor.
I
I think
mean,
that we may see Galio coming out of Mad a little bit more, since
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong, Reeker was a player that played Galio quite a bit. So I feel like we
he
may see
played he
much more
played
of
a lot of
those.
Galio, Silas, and Rice. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see those champions coming out. Obviously, like Corki is still a pick that you can go thanks to the package as well.
yeah,
So I like you're saying, I'd like to for them to put attention on the sidelines. I think particularly more so on Armut than on Unforgiven, because I feel like Unforgiven
yes.
can do well on
just a
himself. I think that if
self-sufficient
you
guy.
feed Armut, yeah, like I feel like if you feed Armor, you are setting yourself up
Look,
because Unforgiven will be strong and
Armut
Armut will
has
stand as
showed
well.
more versatility as a player this year than he's had last
Yeah,
year because his laning phase I feel has gotten better. He has a good Gwen now, and then his Aatrox was actually pretty good yesterday.
Mm.
Like he was literally 1v2ing a Fed bot lane. Yes,
It's fair enough.
it
that
is when.
on
It-
Aatrox.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a caveat. Like Aatrox doesn't like for me. I really don't want to watch Aatrox playing that much the game, but he was playing well. So I do gotta say I hope that they begin playing much more onto their side laners and onto their top laners, and I just want to keep watching
something they
Reeker
have
and
to figure out because it's a
Unforgiven.
process, right? It's a
Yeah,
process.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, if
like
there's any team that can figure things out, it's Mad, right?
no,
They've shown it.
but
yeah.
based on Matt's week 1 and week 2, right? Yeah, week 2 I understand like Rogue pretty much gave them the business, but yeah,
And
it's
we're a
like
better team than we actually thought they would be.
yeah, Rogue was a
So
better team than we actually thought, and Matt kind of slipped up that game as well. Like, and that's kind of what happens. And it's. But what gives me more confidence is week 1 when they completely blow out G2 and Vitality out of the water.
yeah,
So it's like it's like there's a lot of things, and this is what. And the reason it impressed me more is because when Mac comes out and says, "Okay, week 1 we might not look as good, right?
Mm.
And so you need to give us a bit of time. It's a process." I'm like, yeah, I understand new players, new teams, but when they come out of the gate like that and then they improve and then they're still playing at a very good level. Like you have more hopes for the team going forward.
Yeah,
yep.
definitely.
It's setting good expectations for the future, certainly.
Yeah.
All right. Misfits.
What's not setting good expectations is Astralis
Okay.
and BDS.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Lord.
Are we actually getting? I was actually want to talk about Misfits a bit
Segue.
first, but if you
I
guys
don't
want to
think
go,
because I like I don't think there's much to talk about with Misfit.
They are showing to be a middle of the pack team. That's my
Yeah.
feeling with them. They
I
are
mean, yeah, just be like
the
that.
middle of the pack
Again,
team that I expect.
again, they played Astralis, BDS, and Excel.
Yeah, middle
Yeah,
of the path,
like, it's
definitely.
not-
Astralis and BDS might as well be bottom 2. You might as
Wow.
well stick them there for the rest of the
Well, they
split.
are bottom two.
No, you might as well stick them there for the rest of the.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
All right. So what's wrong with BDS and what's wrong with Astralis?
they're bad.
All right. Yeah.
No.
All right. Fine.
No,
TDS.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you
So-
for your
so-
analysis, TDS.
so-
No, no,
What
no, no, no.
amazing
Okay.
analysis coming from
TDS, you had your chance. It's my turn.
No,
It's
I
my
need to
turn.
say more. God
No,
damn
no,
it.
it's my turn.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll start with positives. Well, I'll start with the one positive from BDS. There's only one positive, right? I think Syncroft has been really good. I think Syncroft is moving around the map well. Like he's trying to facilitate his team well for the laning phase, and so on and so forth, right? I think
Yeah.
he's been doing really well. The problem is his laners are not very good.
Bit of
Because-
a disaster, isn't it?
No, Xmati is just not finding his footing in the LEC yet.
I
It's
do
kind
want to
of
say
he sometimes
Limit
has
been so bad. Like Limit has been, I think, limiting Xmati as well. Like even though Xmati hasn't been that.
I mean, I think
eye-popping,
Xmati's
think
positioning
Limit-
puts Limit in a bind.
I do think that Xmati has been played bad, but I think Limit overall has been the worst part of the bot lane. I feel like.
Yeah, and
out of
of
the two, I
course
think
then you
Limit has been
have
the worst.
Adam and Nuclearant. Like it's the situation is not really improving because
Yeah.
BDS doesn't exactly have identity as a team. Like
Yeah.
they don't know what to play toward, right? And even that one game they won against who was it? Excel, right? If anyone has seen Excel kind of goes into this pit hole where they have no idea what they're doing. Like I'm serious.
I guess that's where our discussion on Excel will go then. Yep. Pretty
No,
much.
because Marcoon basically tries to do too much at times. I feel like he's trying to set up his lanes, and he's trying to set it up so much that he doesn't need to. Like
Okay.
it's kind of like I understand that to play through Patrick and Nukeduck is playing decent, but it's like I feel like Marcoon has to find his
He has to chill.
he has to find his own
Has to
style and not
chill.
try to
He has to chill.
overforce things.
He has to
Not-
chill.
not-
Okay.
I mean,
Like someone has
that's
to tell
just me because
Marcoon, bro, your roster ain't that bad. Just chill.
like
It'll be
like,
fine.
like
Just
I
take a
I
chill
think what he
pill,
needs to
play
do is
well.
control the tempo, right? I think he's having a bit of an issue trying to like control the flow of the game. So I think if he improves on that, Excel is going to be a very good team. The problem is, well, we don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's I mean,
It's
Excel,
Excel.
if they manage to make it to the playoffs, finally, after all these years, they
I
finally
think they
make
will.
it in
I
there.
think they will, considering all things considered.
I mean,
will they?
No, because
Will
I
they?
think they're going to get better as a team, and the middle of the pack is not that different. Like
That is true.
if you take 5 teams in the middle of the pack and like not really 5, like 3 or 4 teams, and then you could make a case for all of them.
thoughts
Yeah.
on SK?
I can see that. The record
Uh,
doesn't represent what I
SK
think
is
of
having
them.
an issue with trying to insert Certus and Gilius. Well, they have a new jungler and a mid laner, so I expected them to struggle.
All right, we'll see.
I think-
We'll see
yeah,
how
and I
Excel.
think-
That's a wait
and
and
for
see.
me-
Then.
Also, they've had a really hard schedule.
Wait,
Yeah,
who'd
I
they
think that
fight? They
the
fought Rogue,
schedule-
Mad.
They
Okay, yeah,
played
that's a pretty
Rogue,
bad.
Mad,
That's a bad
which
schedule.
they won barely, by the way.
Yeah.
If Matt never makes that mistake, they never win.
I realistically, they were coming back as well from the game. but
Yeah.
yeah.
This
So
yeah,
then
this is a
it's-
pretty hard
then,
schedule.
then it's Fnatic, G2. Like it's like they had a very tough schedule. So
Like this week should be at least a 1-1.
Yeah, unless
I mean, it's BDS. They should at least have a win.
and
That's why I
before
say
they
at
beat
least a 1-1.
Vitality, and before they beat Vitality.
They don't. They don't.
It's like,
like-
I feel like for me
They have
the
way
biggest
too much
problem has been
variables on
BDS.
that team.
All right,
Like
Yeah.
too many variables.
all right, fair enough. So wait,
I mean,
did you
and
want to
then-
say something about BDS and Astralis? TDS?
Yes. So I do want
Why?
to say something about Chalice, right?
All right, Slayer first. All right, go.
The
Then
bunch
I'll
of
ask
headless
TDS.
chickens. That's it. A bunch of headless chickens.
All
I
right.
have no idea. They're a bunch of headless chickens.
That
They have
sums it
no
up
idea
pretty
what to
well.
do.
You got anything to add to that, TDS?
How long will Promiscu still be on the team?
I have no
It's
idea.
I don't think it's a
Right.
promiscuous issue. I don't think it's a
No,
promiscuous
it's
issue.
not. It's not because of promiscuous, or it's because they need someone to handle to control to
At this point, I think
get
they
something
might have a
done. And
Zanzara. I think they might have a
it
Zanzara
has to be
issue.
on promiscue.
I think they might
I feel like it
have a
has to be a
Zanzara
promise.
issue.
They have to go for someone in the bot lane. Like I don't think you have to change jungler, but like you said, like it's probably jungler. But I think it's either jungler or support. Like if you change something, it's either of those two positions.
So basically, the foundation of Astralis, the jungler and the support, is just not
Essentially,
meshing well
yes.
right now.
Yeah.
And well, if you have
And
a
a
bad
BDS,
foundation, it's gonna be a disaster.
it's bad.
I will shout out one player before we leave. I think VTO is having a very good split.
Yeah, I heard.
Like VTO is really stepping up.
Yeah,
All right.
he's a fun player to watch.
Turns out Mrs. got a new good mid laner once again. Who would have thought?
Turns out,
New caps.
I mean, Cass wasn't Fnatic.
Yeah, but let's give
But
him
I
some
think
time.
they're doing really. I think he's going to be very good going forward.
We'll see. I mean, Misfits. It's a bunch of right now in the LEC. You have a bunch of wait and see teams, right? To see if they're going to develop
Honestly,
even more.
for the LEC, you have a bunch of mid laners that are still haven't clicked yet.
That's true. That's fair enough. And we'll see if they'll click later into the split. And they'll have to if Europe wants to stand a chance against LPL and LCK. Are we gonna talk about LCS lock-in?
No.
100 is lost. That's it.
100 is lost. That's it. Like I don't think we need to talk about. I don't think we need to talk about LCS lock-in for one because I haven't watched it.
Dig 2-0 them, of course, as we all expected. Yes.
Yeah. And two, because most of the rosters are simply not the main rosters. Like
yeah.
And this is a caveat that I wanted to put yesterday with the 100 Thieves loss. Whatever happens on this tournament, it's completely irrelevant to whatever we will see on the beginning of spring. Like 100%. Like Dig, I have no expectations from this Dig team, even if they won yesterday, because the win is cute and all, but I don't expect it to happen against 100 Thieves again in the spring, and not because they are necessarily bad, but because it's simply this tournament, like on the players, the mentality is not the same as if they were playing normal on a normal schedule.
Yeah, they're probably straight chilling right now, honestly.
Now, since that is a very good segue.
Yeah.
Get into the new segment, Miles.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna get into the new
I
segment.
hope we had some. I wish we had some music to just put it in there, right?
Well, I could. When I get a soundboard, when I get a stream deck, I will have like music effects that I can put on.
He's getting a stream deck now, guys.
When I get a stream
becoming
deck
a producer
in the future. No, it's part of my. Well, I'm a Twitch streamer now, guys. Remember, follow me on Twitch.
You're
by
a
the way.
VTuber.
Follow me on Twitch.
You're a VTuber. You're no streamer.
VTuber, yeah.
That's the content I make. I stream anyway. All right, we're going into our new segment. Is this an exaggeration?
Aha!
All right, we have
Created
several
by
flags.
none other than myself.
Yeah, Slayer made this segment, so thank you, Slayer, for giving us this. Now,
Are you saying it out loud, or am I?
I'll do it.
Like,
I'll do it. I'll be.
You'll do it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll do
cool.
it.
Go
All
for
right,
it.
First one. Is this an exaggeration? Statement 1. Rich is having a career resurgence.
Rich is having Rich. Yeah.
Rich. Yeah, man.
Yes, he is.
It ties perfectly
he
to the
is.
first Reddit comment I found. TDS.
Yes, he is. Because has anyone seen Rich today?
He was.
Earlier, like on Sunday, obviously. Obviously.
I mean, he was pretty good today. Yeah.
Earlier today or yesterday, one of the two.
I mean, earlier today by you. Today.
It was yesterday for
your
me.
today. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking Sunday's game, man.
It was yesterday
It's
for
Monday.
me.
It's Monday here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, on the Sunday game, I feel like that's how we should put it.
All right.
Yes.
So Slayer, what's your opinion? Since
over-exaggeration.
Obviously, he is, because I think he's looking much better than I expect. He's legitimately like a different person all of a sudden.
He is not too tricking.
Like, he seems like a different player all of a sudden. Like, what happened? He's not T anymore.
Okay, so thinking about it, I think it's an over-exaggeration, not because he was great and then became bad and then was able to become great again, but because I think that his trajectory as a player has been a slow climb. So I feel like there was no chance for resurgence because there was never a high on league, at least. Like that, I'm not talking about hot. This is strictly league. So if it's like that, like his career was a slow climb and it's slowly going upwards. Like the start of his career was iffy, to not say bad. He was the kind of the worst of laner in the LCK for a period, and then on Nongshim he began climbing really well. He had improvements on team fighting, and now on B5 he's showing a lot of improvement as well. So I think it's not an over exaggeration. It's an over exaggeration because he was never a super high, in my opinion.
I kind of agree with TDS on this one, Slayer.
What?
I mean, and I
Oh,
also think I
no.
also think that we need more data before you can call it a complete career resurgence on Rich.
Well, on a future statement, it'll be Slayer was right about Rich.
All right, let's see.
So, yeah.
Let's see if Slayer ends up being the
The thing is,
prophet.
I'm not disagreeing with Slayer on him being better.
He's
I'm just
definitely
saying that
getting
it's not
better,
another. Like
He's
the
a-
thing is, wouldn't a resurgence mean that he was like the shy and then fell off, and then came back?
No, because everyone wrote him off. No one thought he was going to be any good.
The thing is that isn't because he was good at one point and then bad. It was just because
Slayer,
he was straight up bad. No?
at which point was Rich really good
In the LCK, yeah,
in the
like
LCK? Slayer. At
he's
which
just
point
been
would you say
slowly
like
but surely
this guy was one of the best top
climbing.
laners in the LCK? At which point can you say that?
Never, I feel.
Yeah, so there was
So it's
no
not a
chance for
resurgence. We're just
resurgence. Yeah,
gonna
because he
we're
was never
climbing up.
good. Like resurgence would be if he was like the shy and then he's returning to his level, but he's just climbing up
Is it?
the ladder slowly. Yeah, I feel
I
like
mean, we get the
that's
spirit.
resurgence.
We
I'm
get the
not sure.
spirit of your statement, though. That Rich is starting
Yeah.
to get better.
Yeah,
So we
Reach is
get it.
good. I agree with the sentiment as well.
We're getting there. So I'd say a bit of an exaggeration for now, but
Yeah,
probably eventually not. We'll
resurgence
see.
is a rising again into life activity or prominence, a resurgence of interest. So
Yeah.
if there was no interest or anything at the start, there's no chance of resurgence.
Yeah.
But Rich is getting better. So
Rich is better.
we will be looking at his career with high expectations. Especially since Slayer claims himself to be a prophet. Anyway, all right, let's go to the next statement.
Never claimed myself
Okay.
to be a prophet.
All right, fine.
Prophet Slayer.
Prophet Slayer.
I never said that.
Prophet Slayer. You heard it here
Prophet
first,
Slayer.
guys. All right.
I never said that.
Is this an exaggeration? Statement number 2. Gen G is going to win the LCK easily.
Yes.
I mean,
At this
do you
rate,
think it's-
yes.
Do you think it's it's an exaggeration or to the statement?
No. I think they're gonna. It's not an exaggeration. I think they're absolutely going to run away with it.
TDS, you think T1 will face up to them or no? Since that's the
I think
most
they are not
realistic
going to win
option.
this. Yeah, I think it's an over exaggeration, not necessarily because of straight up of D1, but I feel like the level in SK is higher than previously. So I feel like there's going to be at least some good batches in the road for Gen G. Like I don't expect them to win 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 when they get to playoffs.
But do you still expect them to win?
No, I think T1 will win, but the question is if they win easily, and I don't think any team will win easily.
All right, that's a fair statement, I guess. I mean, Slayer's the Gen G fan right now.
I mean, no. At this rate, they're gonna run away with it, even though they don't lose their peak and they're just kind of bottling everyone.
We also don't know
Yeah.
if this is their pick or if it
Oh,
can get worse.
this definitely not their peak.
I don't think this is
Yeah,
their
like-
pick either. I think they're gonna get.
I
better.
don't think it's their pick either, but
No,
this can
it's
be
definitely
also
not
the
their
point
peak,
where
and they're still stomping people.
the problem is that
It's
it can
scary.
also fall down. Like it can fell down as well. So
No,
we have yet to see.
But
a
it's
little bit more
kind of
Gen G.
scary though.
Yeah, no,
The-
they
Also-
are scary. Yeah.
It is a scary team, but we need to like. I feel like calling it to be easy for them. It's still hard because like they have a fame.
Hey, that's the
Like
whole
that
point
team-
of the segment.
No, like,
Exaggerating.
exactly, and that's why I say it's an over exaggeration because I don't think it'll happen. Like considering
just
how the
gonna
team, which the team is, and the LCK, I just don't think it'll happen. Especially because, and I want to point this out with Gen G, they still have a rookie coaching staff, so they need to be when push comes to shove in the important points, who knows
I
what will
don't think
happen,
they have
right?
a rookie coaching staff. I think you're a bit off on that. They have only one rookie head
Well,
coach.
it's
Everyone
Score
else is
the one that,
experienced.
yeah, but the Score is the one that is pulling the threads, right? So
I
like
mean,
there's
we
a chance
don't
that
know
he
how
just
much
doesn't
he's
know.
pulling the threads. We don't know.
Reminder that
Listen,
he has won one LCK in his whole career.
to be fair,
and
No,
he
but
was one
we
of the
we
don't
can't
know.
say
We
players.
don't
so.
know what he's done. We don't know who's really calling the shots.
The
there.
one
We don't
pulling the
know.
threads, yeah, but what, like, my main purpose on that is that to not go over the fact that the coaching staff may pull off an important role in either their dominance or their fall
I
because of how new they are.
I have faith in Score. It's gonna be. I'm gonna go
That's just
with.
kind of my caveat there as well. Not only the players, but the coaching staff. But I think it's an over exaggeration, just like I said previously.
All right, I will say if Genji wins, I think they're gonna 3-0 it. Finals.
Ooh.
I just don't think it. I just don't think it'll happen.
If it
I
doesn't,
think they'll get 3-0.
as is tradition, one person will get one team will get 3-0 in the finals as tradition. All right. Anyway, next up, next statement. Is this an exaggeration? Statement number 3.
Ooh.
G2 is not a strong team. I mean,
No, they're not.
Yeah, it's not an
Uh,
over exaggeration.
yeah, it's not. It's not over exaggeration.
I can't speak for like. I feel like their drafting is still
Sus.
off.
Bit of a
And
sussy baka drafting.
yeah, and I'm not
Uh,
still convinced with like how people were saying that Caps, Broken Blade, and Yankos are just be so good. They haven't shown that yet
Yeah,
as
Broken
much, and
Blade has
the
been.
bot lane is average. It's like
Actually, there's
There's-
the one point I want to pull up with G2 is that this is their first time really bringing in a rookies to their team. Like, this is not G2
Yeah.
style to like field rookies. They want to get
Yeah.
established players usually. So if they don't know how to develop these rookies, or like they scouted the wrong people, that's entirely possible too.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, but again, it's like it's a bit of a rough situation for because I definitely think they're gonna get better, but right now they're not a very good.
yeah, they aren't even close. And I honestly think that it's not because of the bot lane particularly. I feel like it's much more so on
Yeah.
the top side. I feel
Yeah.
like that's the main problem. The most glaring problem is up there.
Which is
I,
weird, right?
I
Because-
think the other teams are doing a very good job at matching them.
Which is weird, right? We expected the top side to be like the best part of
No,
G2.
because when I look
Yeah.
at their competition, right, Wonder's been a revelation zone. Wonder's completely turned it on in Fnatic, right? So you have Wonder Razork, which is working really well. You have Odoamne Malrang. You can't kill Odo anyways, so it's nothing to do there.
Yeah,
And then you have
DK's
Armut and
jungler.
Elyoya. Well, Elyoya is kind of going on this rampage because
He wants to
apparently a
show
one-man
people that
army.
he is the best jungler in deck.
And
Essentially.
then there's Armut who's gotten better again. So it's like and then you go down the list and you're like, okay, Vitality, Alfari, Selfmade. At some point they're gonna
Maybe.
click and they're gonna be better than
Yeah.
your
I mean,
top side.
I feel
So-
like that's just been the theme so far. That's the pattern we've been seeing, right? A lot of quote unquote washed up players that that we were
Washed
talking about last year.
Watched up a lot of players who have been counted out, like
Yeah.
Wonder,
washed up.
Armut,
You put
Odo,
you put them
like-
in new environments or give them like new pieces, and it's just
or give them more confidence and they just
Yeah.
improve.
yeah.
A
and
breath
like,
of fresh air always works. Like I feel like this is also a perfect example to make now that we're talking about a breath of confidence. Because in football, it just happens with Vinicius Junior from Real Madrid that a change in coach and confidence from the coach made him a way better player
Yeah.
than he was previously.
Yeah.
So those factors in the mental of the player, in the environment of the player, impact a lot of the performance as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yamato
It's
doing
important.
good work. What can I say? Let's. If there's anyone who can give Wonder confidence, it's Yamato.
Yeah,
Cannon, let's be- let's
Dylan
be-
Falco has his work cut out. Like he has to find a way to improve. Like and
But
stop
if he can do it,
like I think he can. It's like
no,
it's
I mean,
like
if he can do it, that shows how that
Oh,
really speaks really
oh,
well of him as a coach.
I think that shows that I don't think he can manage egos.
Okay.
I
Like,
mean,
I
I feel
just
like
think he can't manage
that would
egos.
be a good
who,
a thing
Dylan
that can
Falco?
affect him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you are
remember
Cornelius.
the
That
harshest
just
team
means
he's
he can't
been.
manage egos.
The harshest team he was Fnatic, right? Fnatic 2018 or 2019, if I'm not
No,
wrong.
I mean, he made that Schalke run, but in that Schalke team, there was not many players
No,
with
yeah.
egos.
I mean
Broken Blade
the
is not a
team with
player with an
the
ego, with a
I
big
mean the
ego.
team with the highest ego he managed or he was part of was Fnatic, right? Like with the highest egos at least.
Maybe I'm not entirely sure.
I feel
Probably.
like it was that, and I feel like on his run it wasn't that amazing from Fnatic either. So it's kind of hard to call for him in that regard.
He was in Fnatic on 2017,
Yeah.
2017,
So
2018.
okay, so it was the year of Spirit and Gamsu.
That was just not that. We're forgetting that. Fnatic fans forget that year.
Yeah.
Wait, was it the? No, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. It was SOAS. It was the year before the complete domination of Fnatic. So it was SOAS, amazing if I'm not wrong. Cap's first year in LEC, Reckless
Hilly.
and no
It
and
wasn't Hilly
Gisa
yet.
Gisa
Jesus?
it's yeah Jesus, he's a coach now. So
Jesus.
It
it's
was
Jesus.
It was Whippo, SOAS, Broxa, Caps,
Also,
Rec-
Broxa was already there.
Broxa, Caps, Reckless, Hilly.
Yeah, because there was a point where Amazing was there as well,
I mean,
right?
listen. I think that team did really well because they did go to World. They did go to
Yeah,
World's
they went to
finals.
Worlds.
They
No,
were World's finals.
that team did do
So
well.
Yeah, okay, so he didn't do that bad.
no.
He didn't do a bad job either.
Again, that team didn't
Compare.
have many egos.
It had Reckless
It had Reckless,
I
it
don't
had
think
Caps.
Reckless is
and
a big ego.
SOAS.
I don't think at that point Reckless was a big ego.
I think
Neither
it
was
was like
SOAS. Because
it
you
was
imagine this, SOAS was a player who gave up his spot willingly for.
yeah, but it was on 2018 when there was when it was
From what I've heard, Reckless has a pretty big.
yeah, I think it was Reckless and SOAS gave up his spot when it was with
But
the other coach,
again,
not with Dylan Falco.
in
So who
Fnatic,
knows if
there's
he actually
people.
gave it willingly?
Yeah, but in Fnatic, there are people who basically could check Reckless's ego because Hilly was there. You,
Yeah, no, but
Right. Yeah,
after
Hilly's
that,
the anti-ego.
Hilly was Hilly was on
Hilly
2017.
was there. Caps was there. Broxa was there.
But
Like
Caps,
there's a
Caps,
lot of
I don't think Caps. I don't think we can count Caps at that point because it was Caps's first year.
second.
No, but first year on the top on the leg.
Yeah.
So you cannot consider that as Caps being able to have an ego because he was nowhere near what you expect.
Yeah.
What you expected. Like he was a promising rookie, but that's it. He wasn't Caps at that point.
Definitely Whippo though. I believe he's someone with an ego.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Weepo was
of
also
course,
a
I
rookie
also
at that
want to
point.
make the disclaimer: having an
was a
ego is
rookie.
not a bad thing. Okay, everyone.
No. I don't think ego's a bad thing.
It's not a
just
bad
not a
thing.
thing, but
it's just
you
hard
need to
if
know
to.
he's
how to
coming to
handle
this
it.
team
Yeah.
and he cannot manage this set of players, that just is an indictment on him because he has potentially the best topside in this league.
Potentially the best topside. Yeah, we expect
Potentially.
more. We expect so much more from
Yeah,
this
because
topside.
because if you go in like who would you take, Caps or Parks? Caps right now. Caps. Right?
Right now, yeah.
Who
Right now, yeah.
right now
yeah.
Caps. Caps. Nutshell.
Right now.
In a nutshell, it's Caps.
I don't know, I'd still take Perks honestly.
Who
for the
would you take?
intangibles.
I think
Selfmade
it's
or
right
Yankos?
now.
Who would you take?
Yankos.
Selfmade or Yankos? It's definitely
Yankos.
Yankos. So it's like,
Yeah.
Okay,
of course
yeah,
you take
Yankos there.
Alfari. Of course you take Alfari over Broken Blade. Like, it's Alfari. But the thing is, it's still you potentially have the best topside in this league, and you're not performing as. Matt completely blew you out of the water.
Yeah.
Vitality blew you out of the water. So it's kind of a like, again, it's growing pains. I'm not going to put the nail on their coffin or something yet. But
right now,
if
the
they-
statement is pretty much.
but
true.
yeah, but
Yeah,
if
the
they
statement
don't,
stays true.
but if they don't improve and do better and make a good run in the playoffs, yeah, there's
It's
a
dire.
big problem.
Yeah.
There's a big problem there.
All right, let's go to the next statement. Statement number 4. OMG is the new gatekeeper team of the LPL.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, too, not an over exaggeration. It's basically they are the new gatekeeping.
Wait,
Because
let me look at the LPL teams again.
because at this point they've
Wait,
beaten
wait, wait. Let
they've
me let.
beaten anyone that is not uh that is not up to their level, and they've lost to everyone that is above their level.
That's a good point. I'll give you that. I'll give you that point, Slayer.
Because I feel, and
Just
this was and this
uh,
was and this was basically based on like week 2, right? I
yeah.
feel that Cream goes out of his depth. Like it's basically out of his reach when he starts playing these better members.
So he needs to go over his limits to be able to go against them.
Or rather, he needs to show that he can actually outduel a mid laner at the top of the top
Oh,
while in this current meta.
so you're saying he's trying to show flair against them much more so than just trying to
No, no, no.
win.
I think he needs to be better than them. Period.
Ah, okay, okay, I get it now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Like
Because
because I wanted to ask something. Gatekeeper, would gatekeeper mean like 10th
they're
spot
they're like
that?
last year's RA. They're like last year's RA.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, are they the
So
10th spot that kind of, if you beat them, you're 10th and you get into playoffs, or would it be like if you beat they beat all the teams below them, but they don't beat the teams above them?
That's basically what it is. It's
Yeah.
basically
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just to make
you
sure
ne-
because
you
I was
never
trying to think on
you're
that.
never punching up your weight.
Yeah.
yeah, basically
Yeah.
RA last year.
Yeah, the thing is with 10 playoff spots, I wasn't sure if it was that they just lock in on the 10th spot and they don't allow for someone to go above that. Like
Yeah,
unless you beat them, you don't get to playoffs. That's what I was kind of thinking. But in that regard, I do agree. It isn't that over exaggeration. OMG are the gatekeepers.
yeah, because
It's
because because BLG, even with just playing one series before playing OMG, a red hot OMG, still beat them. And
Yeah.
and then they got completely stomped out by EDG without Flandre.
Yeah.
Without Flandre.
And I had hope in both. I had hope in those both series for
Yeah.
them to pull it off.
They-
So
and
yeah,
and I honestly think it's like based on how this split goes, they might have to decide on whether they need a new bottle him. They might need to decide after the
on
split.
Able or on who or
cold.
on
Replace cold.
Both.
Both?
Both.
They,
Both.
they
For
had
me,
Hank previously, right?
for
It
me,
was
I think replace cold only. I think Abel's fine enough.
No,
they had
I
Hank
think
previously.
Abel will be
Or who
harder
was
to
it?
replace than Cole. That I
That
agree with.
is. In the on the last year, which support did they had? They had a Hank,
They
or who
had
was it?
Cold. They
No,
had
they had
Cold.
gold and
Same.
Oh,
they
Cold
had gold
was
and
still here.
chance. They had gold and chance. Wait,
Oh, okay, okay.
did they have chance still? Wait,
No,
let me
no, no,
check.
they didn't have chance. It's just Cold.
Okay, I wouldn't
Thing
mind
is, who can
checking.
they get? Who can they get to replace support as of right
I
now?
mean,
Like,
they'll
would
probably
it
grab
have to
someone.
be
It'll be an issue.
like? Would it have to be someone from LSPL
They
or
buy sword art.
No,
I'm
I
assuming.
think
they buy on?
I think they just get someone who can be a prospect or anything, because this team
Okay,
is it's still on a timeline. Green's not good enough to be
yeah,
at the
yeah,
top, to competing against the top.
yeah, yeah.
Like at this point, I think Angel is outperforming, and
Yeah.
it's like Cream's way below like the top mid laners. Like we can be in awe of what he did last year, right?
Mm.
But again, he was on a mid laner that could make plays. Now he's
Yeah.
on a meta that has mid laners that cannot make plays. They can, but it's more control mages,
Yeah,
and
it's not
he's
as
not he's not being as impactful, which is why I think he needs to step up. He needs to understand that this is the difference. When you are one of the best mid laners, you have to change your styles on the fly.
Yeah, I feel like he's on that what is it called that turning point for mid laners that when you're really really good, you have to make that turning point that you can no longer just stay with this. You have to be able to also do this as a mid laner to be
yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
on that step. Like if he takes it, he's going to be great.
Yeah,
Even greater.
if he does it after the split, he speed ran the whole mid lane like growth.
Yeah.
So Man, I just want to disagree because I feel like OMG has more variance than RA last year.
I mean, they do, but I don't think they can punch above their weight at all.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you guys are right about this one.
I think the only
I
team
think
that they
this week
would.
will be a good test against TES.
Like I don't
Right?
know, it just feels wrong to me to
No,
think as
because if they
OMG
can
is
beat
like this, but like
TES, no, if they can beat TES, then this statement may or may this statement
Eva,
might shift one way or the other.
yeah,
If they
I
beat
do have a
TES,
question with that though. Is FPX above or below OMG?
that's a good
Because I
question.
feel like FPX is a team that they can beat.
yeah,
I think
feel
FPX is a team they can beat, but I don't think FPX is going to be top six. Top six. I think when it's said and done, FPX is going to be below in the rank in the
OMG.
standing.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that also apart like I think TES and FPX will be the two teams that would
I think
probably be there for the
OMG
fight.
I think OMG will either end 6th or 7th.
Okay.
that's fair.
No, not 6th or 7th. Wait, hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Eighth or
7th or 8th.
Oh,
seventh or eighth. Okay,
first time
yeah.
someone's chatting. Hello, Exilia Duvic. Welcome to the Plebcast. Hope you like League of Legends esports because that's all we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. So, but yeah, like I was saying, right? Like I think OMG is gonna be 7th or 8th, about and you know how that works.
I'll give them
Yeah.
6.
I don't know if they can get 6th.
I'll give them 6.
He just wants to say it. He just
No,
wants to say
I
that
don't know if they can get the
that's
6th
it.
because I feel either
Damn it.
either TES or um some other team will probably take that spot. Because
Okay.
I think it's undoubtedly EDG, LNG, RNG, V5, Weabo, BLG. They're going to be the top 6 at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, fair
Like-
enough.
Like these are
Yeah,
two
I think
good of a
it's
team.
so hard to go. Yeah, I think that it's so hard to put them to not put those 6 teams there.
Yeah, but
As of
7th or
now.
8th I think makes sense.
I want to give them 6. Just
Yeah,
for that
let's
small
see.
variance.
Just
Just for that small
Let's see.
variance
Let's see.
over RA.
Just
And-
want
Okay.
to. That's it.
Yeah, I
Next.
guess I want to. I have a gut feeling TDS that they'll be able to do it.
Next.
Okay.
All right, next. Is this an exaggeration? Statement 5. Vitality proves
Ooh.
most super teams don't work. I mean,
Did I give you the wrong one? Did I give you the wrong one?
number 5.
This was last week's, right?
I gave you the wrong one. I gave you the wrong one.
All right,
Shit.
wait. So, what's the number 5 for this week?
Okay. Where is it?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Vitality proves most super teams don't work. Well,
that was last week. That was last week.
I remember that
I
one.
guess they're getting better now, guys. So,
Oh, right. Okay. So the new one is. Shall I send it to you or should I just say
no,
it?
just tell me. I'm not gonna be able
Okay.
to change this. Anything.
So, is this an exaggeration? Statement 5. Any team can make playoffs in the LCK.
any team?
Any team. Like from
All right,
1 to
TDS,
10.
what's yours?
No, 1 to 10. Any team could potentially be in the playoffs at the.
I don't think it's an over exaggeration.
I agree.
Because I feel like I feel like there's
kinda
no
feel like you guys are right. Yeah.
Because I think even Sandbox can make playoffs.
Yeah, the thing is, in the previous years, you always had kind of that one team, like what we were talking with OMG, the gatekeeper, the one that sets the difference between the others. But I think you made this point last week as well, and I agree 100% with it. Like, there's a clear upper part, and then you throw the other teams into you put a ball into a randomizer, and you just select that ball, and that team can come out. Like, that's how it feels. So I think that it's not an overstatement.
I think, yeah, it does feel that way, especially since, as you said, TDS, LCK did kind of level up this year.
LCK did level up and level down at the same time.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, is it
like if Damwon was still a really good team and they were fighting against that Damwon as a really good team, then it would have just been a level up. But since we don't know what to expect from Damwon yet, and T1 and Genji are showing to be
I
super
think
top teams,
I think after Damwon, DK, DK, Genji, and T1, you can put everyone else in a box.
Yeah.
And
It's
just
really
do a lottery.
Well, to be fair, I think it's level up because I feel like even last year, for the past 2 years, it's just been the DK show. Mostly.
I mean, now it's starting. It's starting to go towards the Gen G
The
show.
Genji show.
Yeah, now we have the Gen G show, but like T1 is still very competitive.
I mean, T1
against
was still
them.
competitive last year. What's your point?
Yeah.
It took them
Like,
a
the
while
thing-
to
the
get
thing
to
is
that,
that-
to get
No,
to
it's
that
still,
point, though.
but it
But
still
I do
was
agree
that.
with the point that it's upgrade, it's improved, but it also kind of digressed
Yeah.
a little bit, and I feel like it's much more so because like Africa or Freaks
Freaks.
and DRX are not what we expected, and I feel like
Yeah.
if those two teams were what we expected, then I feel like the overall league just improved.
I feel like
Okay, go on.
DRX shouldn't be this low in the standings.
No, I think DRX is going to improve.
But they are improving, yeah. Like,
And this
like
is to
this
their
Sunday
benefit,
game
by the
was
way.
a good.
What's going on to their benefit because everyone's taking games off while DRX is just trying to find their way, which is even better for because then they can come in with a better cohesion.
All right, we'll see. All right, next.
Also, they had a pretty hard schedule. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played
Fair
against
enough.
T1. Oof.
So we'll see. We'll see if DRX manages to
And
prove.
Gen G.
And
But yeah.
And T1.
yeah, everyone else.
Let's
Okay.
continue.
All right, number 6. I hope this is
Ooh.
right. This mid lane meta is the most
Yes.
boring meta.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness! I hate Corky Victor meta.
Slayer, may I introduce you to season 2, Anivia?
Listen, there is literally nothing going on here.
Have you seen
All they're
season 2,
doing-
Anivia?
Listen,
The thing is, it
all-
was an idiot
all-
Carthus, right?
Yeah,
That was the Victor Corky, man. That was the Victor Corky of season 2.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
lasted
of the
until
league.
60
It was-
minutes.
listen,
That's what
listen, it
happened in season 2.
listen. It
Like,
was
I feel like
season
it was
2.
worse, yeah.
It was season 2. There was not enough champions back then. There was not enough variety back then. There was not enough of anything back then. This is season 11, man.
I still think that season
The thing
2
is-
meta was the most boring.
No, even though season 2,
It's
like,
either that or when Zigzag was meta in season 4.
like,
X-Men was
no, because
fine. Like,
season 4 had a lot of variety.
No,
like,
no,
yes,
in the
6 was
in the start of season 4, it was just
But
basically
you
Listen,
can play a lot.
It's just
listen. Listen, what Victor Corky meta is basically is that they like Victor and Corky are just poking each other. That's it.
I have a better
For 30 minutes. That's it.
They're just poking each other.
Listen, and
That's a
if
great way.
I know
But-
none of the I know none of the casters are listening to this. Whoever's casting LEC, LCK, LPL, LCS, whoever's casting, they would all when they hear me say that all they're doing is poking each other and farming for 30 minutes, they'll all agree with because they all hate it.
I'd say this mid lane meta is boring, but the most boring meta ever, I disagree with that one.
And the
GDS.
problem is that I also like not going that far back, but there was also the Asir Corky meta, which was pretty similar.
Which is more
So-
boring, as your core
Which
Victor.
is what?
No, the
which
thing is, they are
which is similar, but Azir was trying to do something because his ultimate needed to do something.
Yeah, like that's kind of the main selling point of Asir. But at the same time, like I feel like there's been metas where it's pretty much the same. Like mid lane, sadly in pro play, it's something that tends to be so stable. Like unless there's something
used to
really
not
crazy,
be.
like like yeah, like when Akali or Irelia were meta on mid lane. Apart from that, like mid lane tends to be so stable that it's so rare for it to not be like not boring, but stale.
I mean, let's put it out this way, right? When you start watching the leagues and you think LEC mid lane is more exciting than the other leagues, that's when you know mid lane meta is fucked.
But it's always been
LEC
like
mid
that.
lane is more exciting to watch than anywhere else because everyone's playing Corky and Victor.
No, like I don't disagree that it's not necessarily the best to watch. Like, you guys
So
already
it's
know
worse
that I
than
don't
Malzahar.
particularly have a
It's worse than
problem.
watching Malzahar.
Like that's the thing. I don't agree with that sentiment because I feel like it's bad because it's not obviously the flashiest, but it's just a mid lane thing in pro play. Like I don't feel like it's just because of the champions. Like I feel it's if Asir was meta even if Rise was meta, like it's so still you cannot find enjoyment in mid alone. You have to find enjoyment watching mids move around
Listen,
because mid alone cannot achieve that much.
Riot remove creativity from the mid lane. I'll just put it that way.
No, it's like they're
No,
not
I don't
even
think it's-
roaming anymore. They're not even
Yeah,
roaming
that-
anymore.
like-
All they're doing
like,
is
it's not
farming.
creativity. Like it's not creativity. It's just that simply mid lane it's so stable. Like and mid lane always finds itself to be
Even if it
stable.
was stable,
That's the
right?
thing.
Even if it was stable, right? TDS. The last few years, the mid laners that have won worlds has been mid laners that roamed. In this
Yeah.
current meta, no one needs to roam for
Yeah, but
mid lane because all they do
that's
is
also
farm
true
for 30 minutes.
2018. Like that's true for 2018 as well. Like you not necessarily needed to roam. You could win lane.
I think 2018 was like rookie just.
But the thing,
28
no,
was
that
rookie was stomping people. That's it.
but that was because the changes made it so that you had to win lane essentially, and he did a super great job at
Guys,
that.
I think
The
we're
thing
getting
is-
off topic
but-
on the.
No,
No,
the
it's
thing is,
not.
I-
But currently, it's not win lane. It's basically
It's survive
handshake
until
and farm. Handshake and
It's
farm.
survive until level 13,
No,
14
it's
with
not
4.5
survival.
items.
It's not survival. It's both mid
It's
laners
survive
basically.
because you don't do anything.
No, both mid laners basically handshake. That okay,
I
we're
do-
just going to poke each other and we're just going to farm. That's it.
It is survive though because you're pretty much just searching for water, searching for food, searching for things to keep you alive for some time, and then when you get a pickaxe and weapons to fight, then you can fight. That's how I feel with this meta right now. And the thing is, I agree with the sentiment. It isn't the best to watch. It isn't fun to watch if you're a fan, obviously. I just think that it's something that is bound to happen in mid lane, in pro play particularly. Like unless there's a Kali or a Irelia or something that is super flashy, that is super strong, it's just bound to happen because typically the best champions are Syndra and Irelia, are Syndra and Orianna as well. So it's not that different necessarily.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but-
Syndra and Orianna are a lot more exciting to watch.
No, because
I think
because Sin
not
and
necessarily
Orianna
that
have to
different.
make something happen.
Yeah,
Corky
they-
and Victor need to
Yeah,
do nothing.
the problem is that I don't disagree with your point. I do think that it's probably one of the most boring states of mid lane there's ever been. But I
The
just
most
think
boring meta. That's
You
what
don't think
That's
it's
what
the
the
most
statement
boring?
is ever. Most
I just
boring.
don't think that it's the most boring
I disagree.
because there's been some similar ones previously as well.
There have been worse
That-
ones
like, that's my
previously.
thing.
Slayer.
I don't think there's worse. I think there's been similar ones.
There have been worse. I don't care what you
That's
guys
my
think.
thing.
Season 2, when Anivia was meta and every game lasted until 60 plus minutes.
I think season 5 was also really.
That was
Lulu Victor wasn't that fun to watch as far as I remember.
Assassin
Listen,
Lulu was
Riot
pretty good.
needs to
though.
do
Not
something-
even- Assassin
Listen,
Lulu
Riot
was
needs
pretty
to
good.
do
Lulu,
something
Victor, and-
about
it was
stupid
Lulu,
infinite scaling mid laners.
They cannot do
it's
that.
stupid.
They cannot do anything because there's just so many good mid laners that you can take. And even if they don't, they make something like, let's say they buff a Kali or Irelia, then they are going to be exceptionally great in mid, and you're just going to see those two champions, and
Or
it
they
becomes
go-
a stale once again.
Or they
No,
go
no, no,
top
no.
lane.
It's not about the stale. What I have a problem with, right?
No,
It's
the
because they do
flashiness and
nothing.
enjoyment.
No, they do nothing with it.
Problem
All
is
they're
that I
doing
don't
is
think it's
farming
gonna
until
happen
30
much.
minutes. Even it was Corky or Azir. What Azir would try to do post 15 minutes is try to do a Shurima shuffle.
I like how this is the most heated debate that we have so far.
Is that the funny thing about this
And this
debate
is coming
that
from
we're-
a person who plays mid lane in
Yeah.
League.
Yeah, and I will defend this. The problem is that we both agree on the sentiment. It's not super fun, like because obviously it's not super fun to watch. I
Of
like
course.
playing Corky and Victor, but I like making things happen and seeing things happen. The problem is that I just don't think that it's the most boring.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's the
there's
most
been
boring
similar
part.
ones.
The most boring
the-
part's
yeah,
what
the-
gets me.
The
That's
the important part is the most.
But I
boring,
agree, it's
and I
boring.
just don't
That's the
think
whole
it's
point of
most.
this segment, guys. It's
Exactly, and
exaggerated
I
statements.
think it's not. I think it's an over exaggeration because
over
it's not.
exaggeration. Yeah, that's the verdict for that's the verdict for this one.
Oh, come on.
No,
I-
you
I
are
think
right.
it's a-
You are right. It is boring, but it's not the most boring. So
But
yeah,
it's
we,
not the
we
most.
agree.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. Number 7. It's just an exaggeration. LCS lock-in is completely irrelevant. Yeah, since
Yes,
since they're not using the real rosters, yeah, kinda.
It's not an over exaggeration.
It's
No, I don't think even the real rosters make a difference. The Demacia Cup is
Yeah.
not this relevant.
I mean, yeah,
Like
fair
this
enough.
is just a tournament that you see to kind of get in the mood for watching NA
I,
when the season starts. That's it.
I think honestly, even then, I think LCS lock-in is being done too late. It should be done earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that early, like, or be it a week long, like make it a week long, so that it ends.
Make it a
It's
week
all
long.
first one.
Like do it like like before all the splits kick off, because we are done with week 2 and LCS lock-in is still not done.
Yeah.
Every league has
Yeah,
done 2 weeks of games, and yet LCS lock-in is not done yet. I mean,
yeah. Like
as we speak, there's a match going on, and no one's watching it because no one, frankly, like not a lot of people cares.
the
The
stakes for
viewership,
this is and the thing is the stakes for this lock-in is nothing.
no, it's not about the stakes.
I feel
Like
like it matters
like
for
Kespa
the
Cup,
fans at least.
listen, Kespa Cup has no stakes. Demacia Cup has no real stakes. It's But what makes it exciting is when you add when you make it preseason, when not a lot of the leagues are going on, because
Well, to have
at the,
league,
huh?
like to have league to watch, right?
No, yeah, because you're trying to have league to watch. You're trying to get people to, okay, we're going to league, like we're we're watching. We're going to watch more league. Like it's league is here. It's gonna
Yeah,
be great,
there's finally
right?
something.
It's going to be great. But when you're doing LCS lock-in while LEC is going on, LEC Spring Split, LPL Spring Split, LCK Spring Split, like no one's going to watch it. No one's
Yeah,
going to
dude, you already
bother.
have a
Just
taste of you're already having a taste of the current state of the meta and all those things. So it just feels
No, because
an
you're
extra.
watching games that are more meaningful than LCS lock.
Yeah,
LCS
exactly.
lock-in, LCS lock-in is not supposed to be like relevant to everything, right? It's supposed to
It's
be
not.
a fun tournament that everyone can sit around and fans can just watch, right?
yeah.
The problem is, because you're doing it so late, no one's willing to watch it because everyone else is just focusing on what, like DKGNG, Mad G2, G2 Fanatic,
Yeah.
Vitality the Super Team, like
EDG.
Like
EDG,
legitimately, this is the point
like
where I was watching the threads and the comments about the viewers not being enough in the LCS and all that, but it's just, like I honestly don't care that much about this tournament. Like I don't really want to watch this right now.
yeah, yeah. Because if you did it around the time when the Demacia Cup was going on, it'll be fine. No
Yeah,
one would
I'm alright.
care.
I'm okay with that. Like
I guess
it's
TDS all
post word,
we
so I'm kind of excited.
I guess TDS all we get to do is like we see our boys playing on an actual tournament with the LCS teams. That's all we get as from us
Yeah,
amateur casters. That's basically it.
essentially.
We get to see the people we casted all year try to play against LCS teams, but
Yeah.
we have proving grounds
But
for
that's
that.
about
We
it.
have proving grounds for
Exactly. Like even the excitement around it, it's just not there for me. Like I'd rather watch something else than watch the pre tournament LCS
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. But again,
And
as I said,
I like the
this
idea.
this
It's just the moment
yeah,
that they are doing it, like
again,
you're
as
saying.
I said, this is the same case with the Kespa Cup. This is the same case with the Demacia,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
It's the same case. It's just the timing of when LCS lock-in is done is the, because if you do it earlier, no one bothers with it. No one really complains about the fact that this, like the viewership. No one really
Yeah,
cares
exactly.
because there's nothing to compare with. The splits have never started. The splits haven't started, right?
Yeah,
When
there's
LCS lock-in
nothing
hasn't
bad to say
ended,
because there's nothing
and
better.
your Western counterpart LEC is already gone to 2 weeks of split. That's the problem.
I mean, LCS is just playing catch up all the time.
No, because LPL has more teams, right? LPL has more teams,
Yeah.
and LCK plays a best of 3. Obviously, they're gonna take more time, but it's like if the LEC is going to do 2 weeks before you start your split,
Yeah, at
that's the
least your
problem.
counterpart.
Yeah,
And LEC
like
don't even
they're
need
doing the best of one as you are.
LEC don't even need like a lock in.
The LEC is not doing a lock-in.
Yeah, they don't need
They,
it.
They don't need to.
they might consider doing it because then I think the split quality would get better.
People will
But
just
it's like
watch EUM.
no.
Which
I
they
meant
kind
is
of
that
do.
because LEC has so many roster shuffle that I think giving them another tournament to just gelling together would be much better.
I mean, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. But as you said, like the Masha Cup, like Casper Cup, it should be held during preseason,
Yeah.
before everything.
Which LEC can do as well. But yeah, again,
Yeah.
that like this is what the LCS is like. That's the LCS's problem. Anyways,
That's
we can move
one
on
of
to
the
the
it's one of the LCS's problems, but
yeah. You
we'd
can
be
move on
here
to the
all
next and the
day.
last one.
We'd be here
Nice.
all day if we keep talking about LCS's LCS problems. All right,
That's all the LCS you're getting for us.
Yeah.
all right,
That's
next up, statement number 8. Clid and Tian are in a bad situation. I mean,
So what I mean by this is, I don't think they're getting a single game anymore.
you think Xiaopeng's good enough? I mean,
Yes.
he did show a lot of good stuff this today.
I think at least Clit is not getting a game with FPX.
Yeah, I think can I break that?
I think
Because
he's kind of jailed now.
I can I break that because unless and the only way that I see Clear getting a game is if Gory wants him. But apart from that, like yeah, Beitron has improved, has potential, and I feel like Clear just it's not needed in FPX unless they fall into an spiral of not return. But
Like who can
Beitron
yeah.
is better. But
And
Tian,
Xiaopeng
I can see it.
Xiaopeng plays better with his team around his team than Tian does.
Is it
The
really?
thing is,
again-
I may see a Tian coming in again. Like I feel like if Test continues like this,
It's a
I may
slight
see Tian back.
exaggeration. It's a slight exaggeration, but I feel like Clit's not gonna get a game.
Is it? I mean, from
I'd
Tian's
like to break it
perspective,
because I
is
feel
it
clean. Yes, Tian no.
for Tian? Is it that bad of a situation considering that the guy needs rest?
But that's
I mean,
that,
no,
and that's
I
also
mean
what
no,
I
but
think they did.
Xiaopeng is basically playing well enough to replace it entirely.
Yeah, like Chopin wasn't a bad addition, but I also feel like I think we may see Tian again because I also feel like
I
if
think-
Tian can be on form, he's good.
I
He's good
think
enough
Knight.
to be
I
playing.
think Knight will want Tian eventually.
Tian is friends with Knight. That is true. The thing is, that's why I would like to break it because I think it's not an over exaggeration with lead. I think that he's pretty much screwed. But
Yeah.
with Tian, I
Yeah.
think it is an over exaggeration.
Yeah,
Tian thinks. I think it's still possible because Tian and Knight are
Yeah.
like really good friends. So
I think
Yeah.
Tian will play, but I think Clit's kind of jailed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cleed is
Clid's
run.
screwed.
You last well.
Clit's in jail. Clit's in jail now.
He
Yeah.
can stream now, at least.
yeah.
Oh, he can stream now.
That's all he can do, I guess.
Yeah.
He can become the greatest.
Maybe
streamer
FPX
the
got him
FPX
just
has
for
ever
that
had.
because Beishon
Exactly.
has been different.
Yeah, I mean, it's still
I
brand
mean, in the
recognition
same
for
jail
Clid.
case, is Beishang jailed too? Because what's going on with him?
I think Beishang should be the one instead of Tian there.
I
Yeah,
think if
maybe.
Beishang wants to play, Beishang is playing.
Yeah, but if he plays, what are the pieces that he's got? Even it's like
I don't think he's in a bad situation. Like I think TS is a very good team, and I think Beishang, if he plays with WE, I think he makes them a better team. Like the thing
Yeah.
yeah, probably.
the thing is, why isn't he playing?
He what was the name previously? Did he sleep with the coach's girlfriend or something?
Wait, what?
What?
Maybe it's that.
What?
Maybe it's that.
What?
What?
This is the first
No,
time
I'm
I
just
heard
saying-
of this.
Wait, you never
What
heard
is
of that
this?
meme? Like, did he? Like, there's
Oh,
a,
it's just a meme. Oh, you're talking about
a
the
meme,
meme.
You're
yeah,
going
Oh,
to me.
okay.
What?
No, yeah. There's a meme. There's a meme with Van de Beek from Manchester United.
All right.
That
Right.
he did something to
Right,
Ollie.
right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Bruh.
did he sleep with his
Bruh.
coach's wife or something like that?
Bruh.
Bruh.
I thought you had some inside information I didn't know or
Yeah,
something.
that's
I'm
it.
like,
Yeah,
wait.
I would certainly have LPL inside information.
I'm like, bruh.
Bruh.
How do you combine this information, TDS? All
Okay,
right. So
I
anyone-
think that's all this segment, right?
yeah,
Perfectly
that's it.
twinted.
That's all we got. And
Woo.
I think that's all the time we have right now. It's been 2 hours, guys.
Are we talking
We're
about
basing
predictions first?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, predictions.
So
Uh,
let's go with week 3 because I think we can go over this real quick, right?
Yeah.
Week
Yeah.
3, short week for the LPL because
We have Chinese New
you have
Year.
Chinese New Year. Everyone get your tikoy for those living in for those of us living
It's
in
the year of
Southeast
the
Asia.
what?
it's year of the what?
It's- Yeah, the year of the what? I don't follow Chinese New Year,
Tiger.
so I don't know which
Ti-
animal
year
it's.
of the tiger.
Tiger.
Year of the tiger.
Okay. Year of the Tiger.
Year of the Tiger.
Year of the
Shahu is
Shahu.
not playing really well.
Yeah, Year of the Shahu.
Year of the
Year of the
Shahu.
Shahu.
Year of the Shahu. We'll
Anyways, so which
Or
game stands out to you guys for this week?
we're looking at LPL, right?
Yeah.
LNG FPX.
LPL first.
Yeah, LNG FPX.
Wait, actually,
TSOMG.
okay. Wednesday and Thursday.
Wait, why is it
Well,
so
It's
stacked?
Weibo
Wednesday and
V5,
Thursday,
man.
both.
It's Weibo V5.
Wednesday
Oh.
and Thursday both.
Why is Wednesday and
I think
Thursday so
Wednesday and
stacked?
Thursday both.
Man, it's Weibo V5. Rookie and the Shy are playing each other for the first time.
Oh my
Damn,
gosh.
this is going to be so fun for me because I'm fine with whoever wins. But
Same. I think I'd rather cheer for V5. I don't know.
Why?
Why not? You're the Weibo fanboy.
I'm not the Weibo fanboy. Weibo's doing good, like I anticipated.
like sadly it was said, yeah.
All right, so I mean, these are the 4 games we're looking at, right? Just Wednesday and Thursday. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Really, we're looking at Wednesday and Thursday because I think all of them are going to be really good games. I think OMG versus TS is going to be a big test for
RG versus UP is really gonna be the
I don't really want to
Pinnacle of
watch
League of
GT versus AL in all honesty.
GT
I
versus
think
AL will be the greatest.
I think today, because we're on Monday, me and Miles at least,
Yeah.
RA and PLG is going to be really good.
That is a fun
Probably,
one, at least.
possibly, yeah. BLG not
I think
was
we
put
can-
together yet.
I think we can fill up quickly.
But
the
all
first
we can
one.
say is, guys, you don't have Tuesday is your day off. It's your regular day off. There's no league to watch that day because who watches
there's really
ITUP and TTAL? Come on.
I mean,
TTAL.
don't you want to see the
Like
shit
just-
show?
Oh.
No,
Do you want?
I'd rather
do
do
you
something
actually
else, my
want
man.
to?
I'd rather
Do you
do something else,
actually
my man.
want to?
I'd rather play League myself. I'm worse than them, but I'd rather do that.
All right, let's go with
Yeah, I'd rather
predictions.
not
Who do
watch
you
it
guys?
either.
Who do you guys got?
I think the first one is pretty obvious.
Wait, for which one?
The first.
So let's
game on
start from the
Monday.
top. LGD OMG.
OMG.
Yeah, that's why I say I think the first one is pretty obvious.
Second
You
Yeah,
guys
we
can
don't need
edit
to
your own
try.
stuff.
Wait, do you have the?
The link's still the same.
All right.
Well, actually, I'll pin it. Can
Yeah.
I pin it?
Wait, do you have I'll give you guys permission some other time.
I cannot pin it.
Someday.
I'm gonna pin it. All right, it's pinned. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna
perfect.
LPL.
No, I mean obviously it's going to be OMG, right? It's like
Yeah, we are. Every one of us pretty much has the same opinion on this one.
OMG. OMG. All right. Next. RA versus BLG. That's
ooh, that's a rough one.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'll
I'll take VLG.
Bacon Lettuce Gaming. Let's go.
I
take
think
the
it
open
might be
here.
RA because I think RA is going to come out to really prove that they're still there.
All right.
And
No,
obviously,
I'm
I'm hoping it's gonna be the Strife show again, right?
Well, Stripe Fofo is going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah,
Fofo versus his old team. Let's go.
IG UP. I'm going UP
IG.
because I believe in UP for a little bit because I think they
UP.
belong in that place where they can make the playoffs.
I'm losing hope with UP, you know, and I'm slowly losing hope with UP. I was one that was
Such
high
a
on
tough
them at the
schedule,
start,
though. That's such a tough schedule, though.
Yeah, but I'll go IG. I think IG. Today they played well against
RNG.
RNG. They had good moments, and I feel like Xiaohu.
Noodle fight.
Oh,
AL.
I believe in Maple.
we're in agreement for this one.
Now, Weibo V5. Ah,
This is a great one.
I'm still
I'm
gonna
just
stick
putting
with the Weibo because I am
I'm
more
going V5.
confident with how Weibo is playing than V5.
Wildcard.
Yeah, like,
yeah, TDS joining me on the wildcard.
I do agree with the sentiment of Slayer in the sense that Weibo is much more like it has shown more promise and more things, but I feel like B5 is getting there. Like
Yeah.
I feel like B5 is showing good
See,
things.
Because
I
I think
feel like-
Angel is playing really well. The
I also
Shy,
think that-
we already talked about him.
Yeah.
And then, if anyone's forgotten, Wang Feng's still the best ADC in one of the best ADCs in. in the LPL.
Yeah,
See,
you're
It's
unlike-
number
you're
two.
about to
In
say
my
the
opinion, it's
best
number
if not
two.
for Viper.
It's number 2.
Like
Sadly, Viper exists.
yeah,
See,
sadly Viper 6. Also, I want to say that I think that the key to this game is going to be Karsa. Karsa against SOFM is going to be the key against
Yeah,
in
that's
this match.
gonna
So
be
it's going to be
see,
fun.
see, guys. Unlike TDS, I don't have reasoning. I just have faith. Let's go, Church of PP God. Let's go.
Oh,
Okay. We didn't expect anything more, Mouse. Don't worry.
Do you
So,
expect reasoning from me? Come
for
on,
me,
come on,
LNG
come on.
FPX is gonna be LNG because I think LNG is gonna just put FPX in their place.
Yeah,
LNG.
there's a huge problem there, and
Also,
it's that
the
I
huge
think the
problem
mid
is
lane
Dundee is
matchup,
returning to his old team, and he's
mid
gonna.
lane
He's
matchup
gonna.
is going to be so bad for FPX.
Yeah, Gory. I'm sorry, but
Like I think the mid lane difference is going to be higher than the bot difference.
ESOMG. Ooh,
oof.
I'm honest here.
I'm gonna have
This
faith.
this is
my
probably the closest
last-
one. This is probably the closest one.
I'm gonna have faith.
I'm going to be honest here. This is my last bastion of hope at TS. Because if they don't beat OMG, I just don't feel like I just feel like
Like I'm trying to think who's gonna
like
win
I
their
hope
lane.
that-
Who's gonna be ahead in lane? Jackie Love Jewel or Abel Cold?
I will Cold.
It's like,
Like
you
Cold
have.
is
you have-
Zuo is worse than Cold. That's it. Like I feel Zuo is going to be a much bigger
I
liability,
feel
and
like
it's going to be
Abel
much more
and Cold are
detrimental.
much more stable than Jackie Love and Zo.
I think I'm just gonna win.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it so much, but I this is actually a mix of belief and me thinking that I think Knight can come here, appear, and Zoom will come here, appear as well. Like that
Yeah.
that is my hope.
All right.
RNG has to appear at some point, right? Right?
Yeah,
At some
Right?
point, eventually.
I
Like
think
RNG
it's
is
going
gonna
to be
win this,
RNG
right,
as well.
guys?
Fuck,
I think
which
RNG,
which is the
and I
most
think it's. I
Which-
believe in Xiaohu so much. Like,
which
Xiaohu's
team is
been
more
playing so well.
stable?
RNG is gonna win, right, guys?
Which team is more stable? Who's gonna be
Which
more
team
I don't
stable on
know.
the day?
This is a
I
good
don't
one.
know. RNG
This
is
is-
gonna
this
win,
is
guys.
This
Right?
is which team is gonna be stable on the day. I'll just go for BLG. This is
I don't think
that's
it's going to be
this is a
stable.
fucking
I think
coin
it's
flip.
who's going to have the bigger carry, and I feel like
No,
it's
no,
going to
no.
be RNG.
Listen, who's gonna play better? Like Wei or Wei Wei? That's it.
I think Weiwei will get the better of Wei this time.
I think Xiaohu is going to be the biggest factor in this match.
Yeah.
I really
So
think
now,
Xiaohu is going to
Let's
be
move on to the
super.
LCK.
I don't think.
So what jumps out, guys,
Woo!
this week?
Alright.
LCK. What jumps out?
Well, obviously we have T1 Nongshim
Eh.
and
I
Damwon
think
T1. Like, this
T1 DK
the
is
hardest.
obviously. I
this
think
is the
T1
harshest
DK is
week of
obviously
T1.
the headliner.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the harshest week for T1.
Mm-hmm.
They might go 0-2 TDS, so don't cry.
I don't think so. I think
So if
I
they
think
do
T1
go
will do it.
0-2, don't cry.
All right.
No, I
I'm not
won't
saying
cry
they will.
because it's still early season. I won't cry for early season. I'll cry if they
I mean,
lose
who knows?
finals.
Who knows, my man? I mean, it's easily Genji for the first one. Genji KDO.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think
easily
there's much
Genji.
question. KDF is meh.
KD. No, I'm just kidding, Genji.
KDF has been meh at best.
DRX versus Bro.
Yes, they're playing. They're playing
Fuck.
This
again.
is a hard one.
Fuck.
They're playing again. They're playing again.
Ooh.
They're playing again.
I believe in you, Deft. I believe in you, Deft. Let's go. Let's go.
I think it's gonna be Bro.
Oh my god.
I'm on the Bro hype train, my man.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Bro's just a really good team.
I don't know.
DRX
It's so
won
hard.
today, but Bro.
Yeah, the thing is, DRX showed good things today, but Bro also showed great things against top teams. Yeah, I'll go Bro as well. I believe
Bro!
Bro
God
can do it.
damn. No one joining me on the
Like, bro.
DRX train? Damn. Alright.
I'm here. I take it here.
Yeah, it's KT.
KT. T1 versus Nongshim?
Ready to get. It's ready for. Just before we move on, ready for KT to get hyped and then lose.
Yes.
No, that's
T-
that's versus
I'll
T1.
still-
That's KT versus T1. Wait
I'll
for
still go I'll still go T1,
it. T1.
right? I'll still go
Yeah.
T1, but
Same here.
it's like Nongshim could win this series.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll end up being a 2-1 for whoever wins.
DK.
Probably.
I think actually he's playing well, but DK.
I kind of want to put
Hmm.
HLE now.
Listen, Miles, you only got 5 right last week.
Yeah, I know, but I still kind of want to put HLE right.
Hey, I'm winning on LCK.
Dude,
I'm
I have
glad on that.
zero faith. How about whoever loses has to eat the
Promise.
ghost pepper by the end of the split?
Oh no!
Thing is, end of a split, so it's the cumulative of everything, right?
Yeah, cumulative. Whoever loses eats a ghost pepper.
Like I know it's so.
I
it's-
cannot stand spice at all, so I think I'm gonna die from.
What? You're in Bangladesh. How can you not? How can you
Wait,
say
what?
that?
Yeah.
I cannot handle spice. I cannot handle spice at all.
Like this is a huge stereotype, but what really? Okay,
Yeah, I can't
okay.
stand spice at all.
All right, fair
I
enough.
might actually die.
We'll think of something else.
I will for me my
Take the cake.
punishment. I will eat the ghost pepper. I've never done it before, but I'll do it.
You have to do it on camera.
Yeah, I'll do it on
On
camera.
yeah.
I'll do it on camera. I will like wear a mask. Then
Okay. how
What
will I-
mask?
yeah.
You can show your face.
I will-
I'm
Yeah,
showing my
it's not
face.
like-
Listen, I'm showing my ugly face. You can too.
my face is more ugly, sadly.
Bro, KDF, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's the bro hype trade.
Yeah, like they had the harshest first week schedule, so the first 2 weeks of schedule, so they should win here, Genji.
Oh, come on.
Like I like KT. I think they're showing promise, but I think they're losing this one.
And,
And I'm taking DRX on here.
I'm taking the
I think I'm gonna take the RX as well. Yeah. They showed good enough. They're pretty decent.
improvement. Come on, DRX. I hate the org, but I
Improvement.
believe in you.
Team
DK.
T1.
T1.
Oh what? What is that? Yeah, T1.
Last one.
With noodle bite. HLE.
HLE too. Same.
I take LSB because I think that LSB has good strengths to match Hanwha Life,
All
and
right.
I feel like they have the better jungler.
All right. There we go.
Now, LEC.
It's gonna be a
Jumps
good
out.
week. Holy shit.
Obviously, G2 Fnatic.
Wait, G2?
Yeah, it has the glaring game that it sounds great. It's not going to be.
I
that
think
great.
it's gonna be a rout.
Vitality
gonna
versus
be
Rogue
great.
should be a good one too.
Oh, we had battle for the last place.
Okay, let's start with Battle for the last place. BDS I think Astralis
go
is
for-
gonna win. I think they were
I'll take
decent.
Astralis. Yeah,
I
I'll take
think
Astralis
they
as well.
got better week too. So
Yes.
like
Okay.
BDS looks so bad.
Fuck it, BDS.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right. I know Matt.
BDS.
I know Astralis
Matt,
is capable of
fanboy.
fucking it up.
I think
Matt.
Matt as well here. Like it's just so good.
Vitality
Matt are
versus
really
SK.
good. I take Vitality.
Vitality.
I believe in the Perks
Ew.
team.
It would be very ironic if Bricks is the SK right now. Wait, who's are they fighting against versus Rogue? I'm gonna predict SK here, then I'm gonna predict Vitality against Rogue.
Okay.
Go girls Fnatic.
Yeah.
Easily Fnatic.
Yeah, Fnatic.
I don't know why I'm feeling so doubtful.
No,
on
I
this
know,
one,
I
because
know,
think
but
best,
Fnatic
but-
is. Listen.
Oof.
Rogue's gonna play Fnatic, and Larson's gonna have his flashbacks to losing to Humanoid every
To
single time in
Humanoid.
lane. Yeah.
I think I'll take Fnatic as well. I have that inkling on the back of my head that says
Oh,
maybe Rogue can play.
I
it
mean,
off, but
yeah, maybe they can, but I think
I'd rather go for Fnatic, honestly.
Misfits versus
And
G2.
Take G2 here.
G2.
You do?
Yeah. I don't think Misfits bot lane is good enough to capitalize over G2's bot lane. Not good enough.
I think Misfits top side will win out.
Like it's like
Okay.
if Hirt hasn't had a great split yet, and even though VTO is playing really well, it's against Caps.
Yeah.
I think I'll be up to hear it then.
SK.
I think it's SK as well, yeah. Not much to say here against PDS.
Yes.
And
XL.
so-
Not much to say here.
I actually think Astralis can take it.
Against Excel? Okay.
Yeah,
I
the,
mean,
the thing is,
sure.
I think Excel is so it's not that they are bad or anything, but I feel like they're up
Yeah.
in the air sometimes, and I feel
Yeah.
like this may be it.
Again, Matt for
I'll
the
take
same
Matt
reasons
here.
as I said for Matt versus, because I think Matt's bot lane is just going to completely storm Mrs. bot lane.
Yeah, Matt is good. Matt is like I'm forgiving.
Vitality.
I'm so down on
Vitality.
them.
Without
Same here.
Vitality.
Fnatic.
Fnatic.
G2.
Are you
I
sure?
don't think G2
Yeah,
is good enough.
you're
They're
right.
not
Yet.
You're
gonna do
right.
it. Yeah,
You're
right.
right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
You're right.
Last thing, even though we don't have any predictions, right?
Yeah.
It's just for bragging rights
Okay.
because
Yeah.
this tournament is completely irrelevant.
Okay.
Completely.
Completely irrelevant. Based on the lock-in ties right now, who
Let's see
is
which
gonna
star
win?
they.
I mean, lock-in's already going on.
Yeah, I know, but I need to see which teams are playing. I
EG
haven't
just
watched
won.
that in a
EG
while.
won one game.
Okay, so it's CG probably going in. 100 Thieves are out, so they are out. If I have to bet, I think the final will be EG against C9, and I think it's going to be C9 winning it.
No, it can't be. It can't. EG and C9 are in the same bracket. It can't be.
Oh wait, yeah, they are in the same bracket. Okay, so
It's TL.
I think EG's gonna
so
win.
it's
TL versus
think
EG
EG is gonna
for me.
win.
It's TL
I
versus
think EG is
EG.
gonna win.
I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be EG versus TL, and then EG.
I agree.
actually blank on TL. Yeah, I think it's C9 TL
I-
the final, and it's going to be TL the one that wins.
I agree with Slayer on EG.
I think it's TL. Yep, I'll take TL.
I'll take EG with Slayer. All right, that's our.
And then when regular split comes, all of a sudden 100 teams is, and everyone's like, what? And I'm like,
When regular spring split comes, and TL can actually field their whole roster, and same with C9, we may see something
they
actually.
can't yet because Core JJ still doesn't have his visa.
Okay, I put in my prediction in the
Okay,
LCS
wait, really?
prediction.
So how long will it take for CoreJJ to get
Who
it?
knows? Who knows?
So it can go until summer.
It could.
Okay, I still think C9's roster is going to be way better. So I still think that we've yet to see C9 actually.
I mean,
Is anyone hyped on TSM's roster? Or no.
no.
Yeah, I knew it.
Who cares about TSM's roster?
Yeah, I'm already over them.
Yeah,
In
same.
honesty.
Not really.
Like, what is this team? They haven't played together.
I don't know what is their plan even.
No, I don't think they played together because their two players were in China.
Yeah,
There's no way they
Well-
played together. It's just weird.
it was a good attempt by TSM, but they couldn't.
TSM.
All right, so.
Like at this point, LFL is more interesting to watch than the LCK.
Yeah, I feel like it has more.
I
even
don't
more
watch the
traction.
LFL, but at this point, it's there.
I even think that it has more traction.
Join us in PCS.
No one's watching the PCS anymore. Have you seen the
What?
PCS situation?
Yeah.
The PCS is doomed.
Yeah, I thought it was Doom already, but it's even more Doom than I
But
thought
again,
it was.
we hope finally VCS will be in an international tournament.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What it was going to supposed to be, it's
The
finally going to become that.
The legitimate fourth strongest region is finally going to be in the international tournament.
The fourth
Yeah.
legitimate fourth.
The fourth strongest. Yes.
We'll see.
The
If,
fourth
LCS is
actual
fifth.
stranger.
LCS
Okay,
is
okay.
fifth.
if LCS loses to Vietnam, I don't know anymore. It's just the Vietnam war all over again.
I mean,
Yeah,
Vietnam's
the
really
Vietnam
good though.
War.
Vietnam's really good though.
Vietnam war. Vietnam war
Like,
3.
like, I know we
Vietnam
haven't
War
seen
3.
Vietnam. I know we haven't seen Vietnam in so long, but I
In
think
2 years.
Vietnam is probably going to be better than LCS at this.
I
mean,
I
they-
hope so because I think that it
Does
would be
Vietnam
fun. It
not
would be
have a
great
bigger-
for competition.
They have a bigger player base than LCS, right?
I don't know that.
They do.
Cannot confirm.
I'm pretty sure they do. They have a bigger. I'm pretty sure they do
Okay.
have a bigger player base than LCS. So
Okay.
a lot
One
more
thing to
talent
find
draw,
out.
a lot more talent to draw from. The ability to scrim China and Korea. I mean, it's just.
Now the
Yeah.
last thing in order, guys. What are we going to talk about next week? LPL zone.
That's a good question. I guess we can go with
Just the the LEC chugs on.
I think we can go for a more like historical based episode where we can talk about
Maybe we'll have to see.
Yeah.
some old history.
Well, I think we could also make a shorter one, right? Just
I
much
mean,
more
why?
direct, and
I
that's it.
mean,
Now
why
we're gonna
couldn't
go
you
on
just
tangents
go?
again. TDS is not gonna be shorter,
Yeah,
even though
that's
we're
true.
just gonna go off on tangents again.
That's true.
But
It
yeah,
always happened.
next week, look forward to possibly a historical episode. What we're gonna
Ooh.
talk about, I'll think about it later. I'll think about it later. Cause right now I feel the need to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna end. We're gonna end this
And I
episode
feel the
right
need to
here.
eat.
We're gonna end this episode right here, right now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone who is lurking or everyone who is there. To the first guy chatter, I'm not sure where he went, but it be like that sometimes. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this episode of the Plebcast. Thank you again, Slayer and TDS, for joining me, and we will see you all very soon. So take care, guys.
Yeah.